Hello, and welcome back to the Dev Plays Crucible of Avarice. Today is going to be an interesting one, because we only have two players. We have the player of Felix and Fletcher. That's not going to get confusing today.
It's going to get very confusing
together.
This is officially the last episode before Christmas and the last episode before the New Year, so we thought that we'd at least celebrate one last episode as we hopefully celebrate something interesting for dear old Fletcher, who has been undead for the last nearly 20 episodes. Not to his knowledge, but there we go. Last episode, you guys were able to Anarche was able to convince someone that he could give something to the council in order to allow them to alleviate one of the laws of the land, which is 0 resurrections. No one is allowed to use any kind of resurrective powers, and no one is allowed to use any kind of reanimative powers. This being said, people with powers that grant them immortality are fine, just so long as they don't seek it out from other people. If this is, then it is the grievous crime of the country. Due to this, Anarche actually bargained both his Animite Tale, a large book that contained all of the information of the geographical and astrographical information of the entirety of the universe, and an orb that could translate the entirety of the insides and the contents of the book. Because of this, they gave him two possible favours, in which he said he would like to have not only Fletcher be pardoned to be resurrected one time, but also that he would like a device or some kind of individual to help them track down a Huskonian, which they kept out of the book, which was Rakia. As Rakia has gone missing due to a supposed Wendiego family stealing her. After some umming and erring, they allowed this. However, a council member known as Remph, the Seraphim of Time, stated that he is fine with this, but he's actually not happy with the idea that the rest of the council would be so willing to let this just be the only thing that they got from this bargain, considering that they feel that the council are actually gaining an unfair deal. Due to this, he stated that these people, or all of the entire party who are currently present, would be given complete citizenship of Matrata, and they can come and go as they please, as well as gaining free equipment for whatever they need for the upcoming events. Due to this, Sir Remph has taken the party to go somewhere. However, just before anything else, Anarche and Aldous are shown around along with the rest of the party, but they then get separated, as Remph then states to none other than the angel that had been with them beforehand, known as Humoriel, that they were going to show them around with all of the different possible animatological pieces that would help them understand maybe who could either fix a tracking device, or maybe someone who might be able to use technology to track someone. Because of the interest in animatology and, of course, Animite, this came down to something that Aldous wanted. Anarche, on the other hand, was more interested in just finding out this and getting to the end of this as quickly as possible. So because of this, he went along with Aldous and Humoriel, despite the fact that Anarche turned to both Felix and Fletcher and stated, "Kill me please, this guy talks too much." After being separated, the party have now come to a different location each. One with you guys going to the R&D team to speak to people about getting weaponry, which was then cordoned off by a certain individual called Yetzamek, who said, "Please come back later." Remph then said that it is probably the best time for us to leave this, and therefore he is taking you to an individual who claims to have the ability to resurrect people using the powers known as mortality manipulation. We now come back to outside of the hospital, with you accompanied with the council member, Sir Remph.
We're just awkwardly standing there.
As we tend to do.
As we tend to do.
Remph just looks over at you guys and just says, perhaps it's probably best if I was to go and ask this individual to come with us, rather than us doing it in the hospital. This could cause some stir and panic if people thought that we were going there for some kind of covert operation. So instead, I shall go in and speak with the individual myself.
Sounds good.
He then leaves you guys to your own.
Just awkwardly standing at the side of the building.
Well, we always do end up seeming to be waiting on someone to get something done for us.
True. So, what's it like being a corpse? just curious.
Well, it's not too different than being intangible. Don't feel much, don't need to breathe. No feeling of hunger or touch. Just all constant.
So?
For me, it feels like nothing's changed. Then again, I didn't know when I became undead, so maybe I didn't realize.
True. Very true.
Eventually, Remph walks out with what seems to be a individual, completely human-looking, no wings, no halo, anything. We should probably go to some other location. Do you have a residence near here? Yes, I do. Good afternoon, gentlemen. My name is Dr. Eisencross. I was actually a member of Eden's medical team before I came to Matrata, but, of course, you can call me Ali for short.
Pleasure to meet
Good
you,
to
Ali.
meet you.
My name is Felix. This is Fletcher, the dead one.
I kind of assumed that from the look in his eye and the specific aroma giving off.
That's probably from when I was fried by lightning.
Oh no, trust me. There are many aromas coming from you, sir. Yes, we should probably go somewhere else. I do have a location that would probably be best.
Is it really that bad?
Yes. Lead the way.
You continue following both Remph and Ali until eventually you get to a large park area with still like anything that should or could be made out of, like rock or gravel or stone is made out of this golden and silver material. However, you then see inside of this sort of wide open space, it's a park. Anything that should be made out of anything artificial is made out of artificial stuff, such as metal and glass. However, you do notice that there's a lot of grass and some trees, as well as bushes, that are actually growing fruit off of all of them. I thought it best for us to come here, due to the fact that it is still afternoon, but not so late that people aren't working, but also because, sir, you are able to cordon people away. Remph just looks over at her and just like kind of looks a little annoyed because he's just realizing like what she's doing. Yes, I shall make sure that no one comes here. He then begins walking away. Okay, so I have a few things that I must tell you before I do this. The first one is, I'm not entirely sure on the whole situation. I was just told that you are an undead reanimated by someone else that you wish rather not be reanimated by. And the other thing is that you have been dead for quite some time. About 7-8 days, nearly almost 2 weeks. Rough estimate.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yet your body hasn't furthered its decay. It is definitely the power of a reanimator who is able to do this. They can put you in a certain type of stasis, but also it seems as though parts of your flesh are fresher than others. this individual has necrosis manipulation?
Correct.
You're not sure? Okay. Well, my powers would allow me to indeed resurrect you, but there's a catch. But I think I should at least do this for you first. She places her hand upon yours, like taking your hand in hers, and you start feeling like a very strange sensation go throughout your arm, as you sort of see like veins pulsing throughout your arm, creeping up further and further and further until eventually like you feel it go into your chest area, and you just feel that this massive pulse, like this, as it feels weird. You don't feel any pain, but it feels weird.
Strange sensations.
So let's go with your hand.
So, was there meant to be an effect by any chance?
Oh, there's definitely an effect going on right now inside of your body. But that will be entirely up to you. You see, and you just suddenly just go unconscious. He then falls to the ground. A problem. That you don't hear this, but Felix, you hear this, what she says. Ah, okay, well, that kind of sorts that out.
You need to pop him up anywhere?
Let's just say that there's an interesting catch to this. As Fletcher, you do begin to get back up, but no thoughts are in your head. As a matter of fact, you go to attack Felix.
I guess I roll to punch.
And I'm going to say you're using Phase Cutter with that.
Ooh.
So obviously you are allowed to attempt to react to this if you wish.
Is the dice bot broken?
Yeah, it's seemingly so.
Oh.
Well, that's an issue. Time to pull out physical dice.
Let's try the second dice bot.
Oh yeah.
Let's try dice rolls 2.
Well, dice rolls 2 is just a different chat. I don't think that'd change it.
Yeah, but I'm gonna try it just in case. Oh yeah, it's just dice bot general. It's just not.
Huh.
The Yggdrasil it is?
Roland's not actually online or operational, however, Yggdrasil is, so we can try and use that. If you just copy and paste by formula and change the 20 to whatever, you should be fine. I don't know how damage dice is going to work yet, though. So that's something to find out soon enough, I guess.
It'll be interesting. As my reaction, would I be able to just quick action transform?
No. Quick actions cannot be used reactively, I'm afraid.
Okay. That is
Alright. Phase Cutter activates and the attack.
Okay. I will probably just try and block.
Oh, okay. I mean, you can also reactive strike, which is hand-to-hand, but okay.
I'm not trying to kill Fletcher.
Okay. Roll blocking, which is under your basic strength,
Yeah.
and then obviously blocking.
Oh, fuck, my look.
What did we just discuss?
I know.
Of course, it has to break down now, though. Like this.
Right as the session starts. Yep, that's just our luck.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
20.
You try to put one of your hands up, but as his hot hand goes through your arm, he then hits you right directly, like in the center mass, and like damages you. Fletcher, roll your damage.
Okay, give me a minute to try and do it in this dice bot.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah. Oh joy.
So it's phasing damage plus melee damage.
Mm-hmm. And Brawler is... It's 2d6, right? For...
You're master, aren't you? Are you master brawler?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's 2d6 plus your strength.
Plus 3.
Jeez. Great. So time to pull out the fist.
Do you have physical dice, by the way?
I mean, I do.
I know you do. Do you have any, Fletcher?
I do not have enough.
Do you have
A
any
D10,
kind of...
a D6, a couple more D6s.
Joe, I'm going to trust you to do these rolls. Is that okay?
Me? I don't have anything. I don't...
Okay.
You're the
looks like
dice
I'm-
master!
looks like
yeah,
I'm
I have
rolling
dice
everything
downstairs.
today.
I do have dice
Okay, let's see,
downstairs.
what do we need? We need
No,
a D10.
Hang on a second. You can look up apps or even go online and get dice rollers.
Yeah,
But
there's.
true.
Do we want to stream an online dice roll?
No, you're
This
right.
is... Wait. Okay, this is... Can I... let's see. Can I do them individually?
Okay,
Good.
hang on a sec. Let me go downstairs and get my dice. This is just mental.
It's hilarious. I love this.
Uh,
Happy holidays, everyone.
Merry happiness!
Happy Hanukkah. Whatever.
To mass. Maybe if I tried... No. It's always the...
Huh. Okay, so the roll on dice works in DMs.
Interesting.
Let me try copy and pasting this thing in dice rolls to see. No. So it works in DMs.
Nope.
That's something of note.
Why? Why? Why?
It doesn't feel like helping us today. We can tell those.
Technical difficulties.
Ooh. So Joe, it works. Roll works in DMs for some reason, but it doesn't work outside of DMs.
4.
I should know. I just rolled like that. Consecutive punches.
And wait, in DMs? What do you mean DMs?
In like you can DM roll them, and use that.
Okay. Well,
You wouldn't be able to see it.
Yeah.
Can you just real quick? Can you? So obviously you do the D10, but you've done 3d6s there. Can you roll 3d6s? So minus roll 3d6 plus 3.
Yeah, let's try that. That's 7.
So that's 10 thanks to the plus 3, and then
Yep.
14.
4.
Okay, so you do 14 points of damage
Okay.
to Felix. Just grabbing the thing. That's so annoying.
At least I'm not in the other.
I have dice, but yes, this is going to be a bit of a pain. Okay, yeah, so you've taken 14 points of damage.
Alright.
Oh no! Damage!
Oh no. Well, anyway.
Oh no, anyway.
Ah, damn it. Okay, I need to remember that for next time. The damage is a D8 plus a D10, not a D6.
Huh.
I was looking at the old damage.
Well, you know,
Yeah, whatever.
you're punching Felix.
Right, I've got a load of dice here. I might be able to use. Okay. Right. Anyway, yeah. So
React.
You've taken some damage there, Felix. As like for some reason he just goes completely ballistic. As you look at his eyes are pale. There seems to be no one home. He's just attacking you.
I assume this is the problem. Okay. Time to transform.
Something like that. As she sort of backs up.
Do you need me to knock him out? What do you need me to do?
I need you to kill him. My ability only activates upon his death now.
Got it. I will quick action transform.
Okay. You are transformed. So just to let you know, Fletcher. This fuck's sake, Fletcher. You are now completely out of your own control. It's up to you if you want to still play as Felix, but Fletcher, fuck. It's up to you if you want to still play in this particular. Just listen. It's up to you if you want to still play as Fletcher right now in this moment. But I will say you are going to have to pull out all the stops because right now your goal is to kill Felix and then potentially this woman.
I see. Everyone must die. Understood.
Good. Okay. If I feel like you're pulling punches, I'ma have to take over.
Speaking like pulling punches. Okay. So where's the first? Let me find. Where's our DMs? Gotta pull up our damage.
Okay. So in this particular moment. What are you going to try and do to try and do in this situation?
I mean, it'll just let me find. First, it'll be regular combo, then I'll go to the straight combo.
Okay.
And
then, roll your d20.
You want me to roll physical, or should I?
You know what? We'll just forget. If you want to continue to roll digital, you can. But in all honesty, I think physical, and I'll just assume that what you've got is correct.
I mean, I would hope that you would trust me.
I would hope that I can trust you.
I mean, yeah. Okay, so it's a 19 on the die plus 16, so 35, I think.
Yeah, 35. Yeah. Okay. How would you like to react? I want to point out, speech is impossible in this mode.
I know, but that's what I'm going to do, so I can just use the Crucible. 34.
Oh, wow, okay, 34. No. Yeah, you hit him.
Okay. So what I'm going to do for the damage thing is I'm just going to roll them in DM since that seems to work, and I will screenshot that.
Okay.
So for this one, it's everything but the plus 25.
If it works that way, screenshot it and pop it in dice rolls as well. That'd be nice.
Yeah, that's... Okay, that is 86. Let me screenshot that. Why is my screenshot not working? Technical difficulties.
Did you say 86?
86 total.
Okay, if that's 86, that breaks your vitality, Fletcher, according to this?
Yep, I've only got 66.
Yep. Roll me Fortitude with disadvantage.
Try not to paste him because then he'll just be brought back. So, 2.
For some reason, why is my...
Okay, lower one was 16.
Okay, lower one was 16. Okay, it does not cause an injury, but it does deal 86 points of damage as you get punched and knocked back by about 5 meters. as you sort of fly back for a second and sort of like start scraping against the ground.
Okay. Sonic combo time. That I will take a picture of that because that is a natural 20.
I'll believe you.
I know you'll believe me, but I'm also. I want to.
You're having fair enough. I mean, you're having technical difficulties, but fair enough.
I'm having for some reason it won't screenshot won't let me copy and paste, which is weird.
Then just take a picture using your phone and send it on the dice rolls.
That's true.
Yeah, try that.
Okay.
Anyway,
having problems. Oh, I can't put images in.
Fletcher, you can attempt to do so.
I've realized. I think I've realized the problem. You can't put images in dice rolls.
Yes, you can. I do it all the time.
See, I can put stuff in gaming, but it won't let me put it in dice rolls.
That's really weird. I can put stuff in.
I know you can. You can put links to GIFs on dice rolls, but it won't pop up. The physical video.
Yeah. So, what would you say? So, how do I?
Oh, you've put it in game chat. Okay.
Yeah, I put it in game chat.
Okay, that's fine.
Proofs. The 86 was the last attack. So natural 20.
Sonic damage. Sonic strike. So that's Sonic strike combo. So because that's part of a pure technique, you don't roll the 5d10s, but you roll everything else. But that means that it's a minimum of 50 plus the 25 plus the 16. So that's 75, 80, 85, 101 points of damage plus what else?
Plus like 50 or something. Let me, because like this is.
Oh wait, no, it's 91. Sorry, it's 91 damage.
This is like the regular thing, so I'm just.
Yeah. So so it's 85 plus then the 10 plus then the 5. So 81 plus then 15. So what do I keep saying? 81. 91 plus 15. So it's 116. Then it's then plus the 8, which is then 124. And then you roll a d6 and the 2d12s.
Okay.
So basically you can roll 5d6s.
5d6s, got it.
It's 124.
I just realized.
5d6s.
So while Fletcher's in this state, I have no access to willpower techniques.
Yeah.
Okay.
That doesn't really matter too much in one regard, because spatial trumps all of the resistances that he has.
So there's 5d6's total of 19, plus how much?
So 124 plus 19, so that was then 134, then plus the 9, that's 143? 143?
Before we pull out a calculator.
I don't know why we don't have them now. 124 plus 19. 143, yeah. So you deal 143 damage to poor old Fletcher. That breaks your vitality by...
A lot.
Over
That's
2, it's
double.
2.16, which means that you need to get a fortitude roll of 20 plus.
I was told to kill you.
Fair.
Yes. Not turn me to dust.
Hey,
I
you won't be
mean-
turned to dust.
Oh, hey!
Wow, that's a disadvantage, so that's a 12.
Yeah!
So it's kind of hard not to say it in polite way, but yeah, you just get destroyed. Like as you get punched, you can hear all of the cracking and crumbling beneath the powerful meteoric fist that is attached to the arm of Felix, as it just slams you into the ground, and you are just cracking and crunching as you are now just basically a meat crater in the floor.
Is he dead?
Oh, he's definitely dead. That is not only a very terrible con roll that he got, but also that is 8 points above his maximum health.
Wonderful. So I no longer need to punch him.
No.
I could have kept going. Mind you. I still had like 2 more attacks. And I could have added more, but
as you begin seeing like the mess pulsating and like start beginning to like undulate in a very uncomfortable looking way.
Looks to the doctor. Didn't overdo it, did I?
No, my ability should be able to bring him back now. Just stay back.
Understood.
As it just begins like pulsing and just like undulating, you just keep hearing like a faint, weird pulse noise, like as if it's a heartbeat, until eventually it goes. As then just suddenly like his chest pops out, and you hear like a full-on just like body crunch as his body sort of begins to return to its original colouring, and his burns begin to disappear, his scars begin to sort of heal up, and he sort of almost like bounces out of the hole that you placed him in with all of his arms and, you know, legs stretched out, as he sort of like hits back to the floor just a bit, sort of sitting down, as he sort of slumped over just for a second, and then suddenly a big breath of it just inhales into his entire body as life has returned to this once undead creature, now becoming living.
Oh god, what happened?
Welcome back, Fletcher.
What? Is it over? What? Oh, I can feel again. Oh. Wait, what am I doing over here?
Well, it seems as though your contract was not exactly entirely incorrect. Upon me attempting to resurrect you, you were placed under a specific effect that turned you into a minion of this whoever was controlling you. You attacked your friend, to no real avail. Only 2 strikes was all it took, and you were a puddle of mush. Thankfully, I'm not a hack. My abilities were able to completely heal and revive you. You should be able to be completely fine, however, the first original wound that you received, or any wounds that you received before you becoming undead, sadly stay. As you notice, you still have the crystal eye and the scar.
I mean, I've grown accustomed to this one by now. And I like my eye. It has a small connection to, the one I miss right now.
Suit yourself. I was going to ask if you wanted me to fix that next. That, I'm not going to pry any further. Well, now that you no longer need me, I'm sure that Sir Remph can help you, and I would very much like to get back to my patients.
Well, I still really want to thank you for doing this for us.
Don't thank me, I was just doing this because that I was informed to. Besides, this is still an illegal act. I'm sure that this isn't the last time that I'm going to hear this from other members who found out. So I would prefer that you keep your mouth shut.
Understood.
You'll have to worry about us.
You're lucky that this place, despite being public, is not often seen much throughout the days of where most people work. Also, that it's been cordoned off for the exact purpose of your revival, but I knew that there was something wrong, and I assumed that you'd be uncooperative. Not by your own will, of course, dear, but still, nothing the less.
Well, Even if you don't hear from us again, just want to let you know that I'm eternally grateful.
Trust me, you won't be eternally grateful. That's the hope, anyway. She then leaves, walking down from the path and continues on her way towards the hospital yet again.
I'll go ahead and detransform. Well, hope we didn't make too much of a mess looking around.
Other than the giant, well, not the giant, just the sort of like almost like molehill little sort of like hole in the ground where you punched Fletcher into. Other than that, it's all fine.
Yes, Fletcher's grave.
Remph then returns. Good. It's done. How do you feel?
Like I haven't been living for over a week. The air feels incredible inside my lungs.
That is to be understood. Now, your friends have been going off and having a look around. You're welcome to do so as well, if you would like. I hear that Yurtsemek is now opening up his shop again for if you need any more items, weapons, or equipment.
Well, I do need to replace my staffs.
I'm sure weapons would be simple for the great man of the R&D team of Matrata.
What about you, Felix? Do you need anything?
In terms of weaponry or armament, no. I feel like I'm well covered on that front.
Yes, you're still...
I would enjoy seeing the sights.
Let us be off then.
I've been informed that you are looking for someone. We have already informed them. Or should I say, I've just been let known that your team has already informed one of our individuals. You'll meet them soon enough. That country air getting into those lungs a little too fast there?
We just brought you back. Don't die so soon.
That small hole contained a deadly disease.
You eventually sort of, you begin walking around and having a look at the golden city in all its glory. You eventually get to this incredibly large round building. As you walk into it, and just a massive explosion goes off in the center of it. Like, smoke just fills the room very quickly.
I'm assuming an arena.
You then just sort of like see just like a big gust of wind also hit throughout the entire place, blowing all of the all of the smoke away. You then just see a very odd-looking angel with wings that look like crazed lightning off of his back. He's got crazy, messy, sort of like whitish hair. Although it looks like as if it's more greyed than anything else. He's got soot all over his face and he's got goggles on his eyes. He seems to be wearing some kind of white cloak over the top of his sort of like his clothes, and he has got like rather thick gloves on, but they seem to be made out of either leather or some kind of polyester. Okay, that didn't go quite how I imagined. Never mind. Get rid of it. He then just like swipes his entire desk and all of this shit just falls onto the ground, all of this junk. Start again. Oh, Sir Remph. Pleasure, sir. These must be your kind friends, yes. Hello, my name is Dr. Yurtsemek. I am the R&D team head here at the grand city of Matrata. How can I help you today?
Awkward silence. Trying to remember what we're here for. Out of game, Felix, or not Felix. Why am I mixing up Felix and Joe? That is like,
they're the most like different names ever.
Out of all the things for me to mix up. So what are we doing here?
You guys have been told that this is where you can get your equipment, armor, and weapons if you need any. Now, obviously, Felix knows that he doesn't need any, but Fletcher does.
We're here to get some fine equipment from yourself.
Ah, what are you
We hear
looking
you're
for,
the-
sir?
Blunt weaponry.
Right, you're going to have to be a lot more specific. Clubs? Maces?
Quarterstaffs.
Quarterstaffs? Why didn't you say so? Yes, I can make them in a jiffy. What kind of material are you looking for, lad?
Ion. It works well for my abilities.
Ion? You don't say. Well, I can just, snaps his fingers and immediately two appear out of thin air. These will do, wouldn't they?
Ooh. I would like to inspect them.
Okay, I shall be rolling something.
By the way, odd question. Do I get any points for killing Fletcher?
Yes. Which we'll discuss at some point.
Okay.
I wonder what I'm worth since I have no band.
Okay.
Not much, but you know.
Okay, so one of them is a 15, one of them... well, technically it's a 25, and the other one is a natural 20, so I need to quickly check that. Actually, could you roll me... Because the quarterstaffs, they're one-handed, aren't they? They can be two-handed, but they're technically classed as one-handed? They're combat staffs.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, even if they are two-handed, I have the dual wield and the strength to hold both in one hand.
No, I was just asking, like, for their weapon classification in the terms of, like, the table when I'm forging them.
I guess I could quickly look them up.
Yeah, I tell you what, if you look at the forging, one of them got a 25 and the other one got a natural 20. And then, yeah, just have a look at that. Whilst that's going on, Yotsumik then says to Felix, "Is there anything I could get you, lad? Anything at all?"
I think I'm good. I have gestures to gauntlets. I'm pretty well equipped.
Okay. Well, I did see some of the others that you were talking about earlier. They were looking for something, but I showed them off to one of my others. We've got Tariel here. He's working on something. Tariel, say hello to them. As you then see this angel who sort of stood in the back, he's also got goggles on. He has short hair. Sort of short, dark brown hair. He's sort of like working on something. Like it looks like some kind of like welder, but there's nothing connected to it. You notice that the tip of the welder has some kind of like crystal at the edge of it, and he's sort of like lasering something on it, or at least welding something together. And he looks over and he just goes, "Oh right, yes." He then drops both of them onto the table. "You must be the other two that we've been hearing about. Remph, you sent these guys here, yes. My name is Ariel. I'm kind of the whole animatology sort of tech whiz here over on this part of the, city. But either way, they told me that you're looking for a specific Huskonian. You're not looking for any old Huskonian, you're looking for a specific, one-of-a-kind Huskonian, specific... with all of that kind of stuff."
Correct.
Well, I can tell you this much. I was thinking of designing a specific type of tracking device using time-based powers. It would be able to give off a specific type of chronological energy and figure out whether or not a person is there, was there, or will be there. The only problem is time powers can be rather unpredictable with their level of power, and there's no easy way of being able to just immediately know anywhere on the globe where they are. But instead, it would be kind of like a compass device, where you could follow and track the energy itself, and be able to figure out where this individual was. Only problem is that it would only be able to tell you where they will be, or where they were, or where they are. But again, they could be on the other side of the world, and if you have to follow the compass, you can't exactly just immediately be at that location, obviously, because you have to follow the trail. You see what I'm getting at?
Yes.
Nevertheless, it would be 100% accurate as to the individual that you're looking for. The only problem is, this compass will only last its charge for about 24 hours, and it needs time to charge with an object that was held with or made of the individual that you are looking for. So it would need to be attached to it for a good couple of hours, if not a day, and then it would have that charge for 1 whole day. You can activate it whenever you want, but the only problem is, really, this isn't the only problem. It's kind of, well, it will take me a couple of days to be able to finish off the technology itself. Considering the level of power that this would have, you could find almost anyone in the world so long as you have something that they own.
Interesting. Well, I'm sure we have the time to spare.
Good. Well, I've given your team something, but I shall also give you one as well. Here. He seems to give you some kind of, golden little metallic object with only a single button on it.
Okay.
This thing, when I press it, it will glow. Well, yours will glow, specifically. The two that I've given away. The one to the other team and the one to your team. When I press it, it will glow. Once that happens, if you are ready to receive my signal, you just click it yourself, and it will open a portal very close by to you, and I will be able to step through. I will then be able to help you with any of the tech that you currently have on you, animatology or anything like that. Considering that you've done our entire place a good service, I would see no reason as to why I couldn't help you.
Thank you. That's quite kind.
So you now have Tariel's portal button.
Yeah, I just wrote golden button.
Golden button, fair enough.
Alright, yeah, quarterstaffs are considered two-handed weapons.
Okay, so D6, I'm going to say D6, I'll just roll them actually. So first D6 is for the 15 one. So the 15 one, what is 25 plus do for that in the terms of damage modifier for Ion?
That puts... Alright, well, base damage is 6, that's plus 3, and then plus 5 vibro damage.
Okay, so that's plus 9 in total. In the terms of the physical. Okay. Well, I just got a 3, so that's 12. So you've got one that's plus 12 and then plus 5. So plus 12 physical, plus 5 vibro damage, which is basically spatial, sonic, or energy damage amplification.
So plus 12, plus 5 vibro damage?
Yep.
And then the other one?
Other one is a natural 20.
Yep, so that's, again, plus 9 physical damage, and then plus 8 vibro damage.
Okay.
Plus the ability to escape pocket dimensions, but okay. I can do that anyway.
Okay, I just rolled that. That's with a 6. So what did you say it was with physical?
9.
9, okay. See, that one is now plus 15. So plus 15 physical, plus 8 vibro, and then pocket dimension, bullshittery.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah. Ah, these are some nice upgrades.
Yes, have at them.
Thank you very much.
Of course, you're welcome. If you need anything else, like for instance, getting rid of some of those awful clothing, we could also potentially help you out with that, considering both of you are rather filthy.
Fair.
Well, any armor I get, I'll have to be blood transfused because I am an intangibility user.
Oh, okay. Your intangibility, you say? Blood transfusion.
Yes.
Oh. That's interesting. Well, nevertheless, I can make it for you. Blood transfusion, on the other hand, is not necessarily something that is my expertise. Tariel is a little bit more of an expert on that, but he's currently working on what you're trying to accomplish. So I guess we only have one other option. Remph then just goes, Look, I know what you're thinking, but no. We cannot ask him. He is too busy as it is, and quite frankly, we need him to stay away from others. Fine, but I will say, greatest blood transfuser and greatest forger in the entire world, and you're just leaving him off to rot in the middle of wherever he is, in the middle of the mountain range, is it now? You know that that's where he works. Of course I know it's where he works, but still, we don't utilize him enough, and I quite frankly think that that's ridiculous. Sorry, lads.
Could we inquire about who you're talking about?
Well, your inquiries are allowed to be, inquired, I guess. If I'm allowed to speak, Remph. He nods. I'm talking about the one and only Forge God. A man who has such great power with the abilities of not only blacksmithing and animatology, but also that he is one of the greatest of our generation. He's a willpower forger and a catalyst to moot. He is great enough that he has made weapons of mass destruction, but he's also incredible. Anyone who sets foot and is able to activate the great forge of the original forge god Hephaestus, an original ongoer, no less, then anyone who claims that title becomes the forge god, and is able to use the only one of 3 Anemon forges within the world. It is the most powerful of all of them, and this is why it's known as Mount, Forge.
That tracks.
Oh. Fascinating.
Either way, he is the greatest that the entire world is actually up to. There are many people around the world who go to find him to see if they are up to snuff to his level. Those he deems worthy enough, he grants the title of Forge Saint, or specifically a saint of that particular weapon that they are specialized. Sword Saint, Spear Saint, Armor Saint, stuff like that. Nevertheless, any Forge Saint worth their weight in gold is able to actually perform incredible works of art. But this man is able to make almost anything perfect.
Sounds like you have quite a lot of pride of his work.
Of course I am, my dear. As all Matratans should. He is a member of not only this city, but he also grew up in Eden. He is born and bred to be of this exact stock, and yet we treat him like as if he is an outsider. Even though that the mountains are far, he should still be one of us, and, quite frankly, many of us do consider him to be so. But, alas, the Forge God must not ally themselves with only one particular nation. And because of that, the Council deem him a lost cause to Matrata. Despite the fact that these so-called individuals get weapons blood-infused and forged by him. Isn't that right, Remph? Enough now. Although that he may speak the truth, the Forge God is a rather busy man. You must bring him as something of incredible value for him to be able to do so. Either an insane amount of money, or something of which that actually interests him enough to forge. Anyway, that's what I thought that you should do. Go and speak to him at the top of the Mount to forge, and perhaps you might actually be able to get yourself some incredibly powerful, legendary blood-transfused items.
Probably a possibility in the future, but right now, like you said, he's probably very busy and we shouldn't bother him. We have other things to be doing.
Nonsense, lad. Think of it. Besides, didn't you say that you couldn't even wear any of these clothings or wield your weapons if it weren't for being intangible? Meaning that you'd need all of them blood transfused, correct?
Well, the things in my hands I can at least intangible along with me due to my ability of reality's gift.
Wait a minute.
But
You're a phaser that has the ability to be able to make themselves as well as other objects intangible.
Yes.
Then your clothing should be fine.
I mean, it's always worked with my clothing. It's just I was unaware maybe armor be shared the same fate.
I think perhaps, lad, you are a lot less aware of your powers than you give credit.
As much as I rely on them, I feel like I shouldn't overuse them. There have been times where simply relying on them alone has brought me to a little bit of ruin.
Why ever not? I rely on my powers almost 24/7. Literally both of those stars were made thanks to my alchemical creation. I was able to turn the air into pure ion, and turn them into stars that you were able to use. I make almost everything using my powers, and I've never had an issue so far.
Maybe. I mean, I guess it doesn't hurt to try. But I will leave it up to you. What do you think?
Who are you talking to?
Yeah, who are you talking to?
Directly to who's talking to me.
Oh, Dr. Yatsuma.
Yes.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, as a warrior, I feel like heavy armor would not really suit my more agile attack style. Maybe a lighter set.
You want light armor, but yet you also want the trade-off of having resistance. Well, plate mail would actually lower your ability of maneuverability, so perhaps there should be something else. We usually wear robes that allow us to be able to move freely. Not many of us actually wear armor here. Only certain fighters and soldiers do. Not even all the angels wear armor, as you may have noticed.
There was one angel I came across a while ago who was in full, I think it was gold armor. I think he was an archangel.
Do you remember this individual's name?
I would like to roll a history.
You can indeed roll the history.
A 6.
No, you do not remember this individual's name.
Did Felix meet this individual? I forget.
Were you at the awkward dinner?
I mean, yeah, at one point.
On the boat.
Or on the boat. What all I was doing on the boat.
I think you saw him briefly after he put a hole through Adrian.
Yeah. Felix wouldn't have gotten his name.
No.
Let's see. His wings were 3 different type of elements?
4.
4. I can't remember his name, but he had 4 wings of different varying elements.
Remph speaks up and just says, Does this individual look anything like the council member that you saw before? As in one of the council members that was with us?
No.
Then that must have been Simakael, the Angel of Vengeance.
That's it.
Yes.
Yes, it was Simakael.
Well, Simakael was slightly different. Certain angels do wear armor, as Yertimek stated, but not all of them. As a matter of fact, Simakael is a different type of fighter, hence why he doesn't necessarily use the same type of gear that we do. Although we still wear robes and armor, that individual actually wears more armor than robes. But it could be a possibility that we could make something for you. I mean, it is possible to customize what you currently have on and turn it into a more Matrotten-friendly style of fighting robes. I could even enhance them. Perhaps I could actually enhance them to be a lot more resistant. Specifically to any cuts or ballistics, stuff like that. I don't know if it would help you against any blunt force trauma, but it would definitely help against any projectiles or any cutting or stabbing attacks.
Yeah, I've had a few issues with some stabbing instruments, as Fletcher gestures to his glowing eye.
Now that looks more like a slash, my lad, but I see your point. Don't worry, leave it with me. He then just snaps his fingers. Your entire clothes begin to sort of like whir, and you just sort of feel like your entire body feels like as if you're not actually wearing any clothes for like a split second, and then you look down and you've got a whole new set of clothes. They are still relatively fabric, but you can actually feel like they're quite durable, like they're quite tough, but you can still perfectly move around them, no different than last time.
Ooh, I like the new duds. Yes. This feels very, very flexible, yet still very protective. Yeah, I think these will do. These will suit.
So you don't want any changes yourself? As he points over to Felix.
I tend to have a decent amount of physical resistance. When transforming, my body obviously grows, so I would need something, if I were to wear any armor, that would grow with me.
Right, you would probably also need some kind of blood transfusion then. Again, recommend going to see the Forge God. Stop recommending people to go and see the Forge God. No, never!
How long would the trip be to the Forge God?
It honestly depends on whether or not we can send you there. But if not, it should take a day or two to get there.
Okay. Well, obviously we won't go unless we're allowed.
You are neither not allowed, nor is it forbidden to go there. You may go there if you wish. After all, the four of you who stepped foot on this land are now all citizens. You may come and go here as you please. We cannot stop you from going to see the Forge God on Mount Forge, even if we wanted to.
Fair enough. What do you think, Fletcher? You want to pay the Forge God a visit?
Yes. You've been hyping him up. I would like to meet him in person.
Excellent. I might have something that I might be able to use for you. I've been testing some things out along with Tariel. We might have something that could get you there a little bit faster.
Pulls out an all-terrain vehicle.
Pulls out just a slingshot.
Where did that come from?
Pulls out a double-seated bicycle.
Ah, yes, the only way to travel. Trebuchet.
He then brings out this weird-looking like object. It looks like a large sort of set of wings, like a hang glider. But it's like it's almost like a mixture between a set of wings that you hold, like one of those Star Trek weird like weapons, like the Klingon weird weapon things. I don't know what they're called. I'm so sorry. But it's just like almost like a long bar with wings attached to it. This device is very interesting. It allows most people to be able to use their abilities to fly in a specific direction. Now, normally this would be fine for most people to use their powers to launch themselves away and blah 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 blah. But this is infused with animite. This is animatologically infused, which allows an individual to be able to use their powers through it, regardless of whatever powers that they may have. But, of course, that is still not useful to most individuals. But this particular device also allows to create a very interesting type of deal. It creates currents of energy. That's right, energy. Now, with this, one induces their own powers through it, infuses it and imbues it, and once they've done, this thing can act as some kind of hand glider based on their particular generative power. So, for instance, you are an energy manipulator, it creates an energy gliding device. If it is a fire manipulator, it creates a path of flame that they are able to glide across, so long as they can hold on to this device. But for you, my lad, I think that this could very well allow you to fly mid-air, as you would create a tunneling spatial effect that allows you to phase through physical space, even if you are not physically touching normal physical mass.
Interesting.
Now, since you said that you had Reality's gift, this would mean that your partner here, and any of your other friends along the way, could grab onto you whilst you're using it, and then make them intangible along for the ride.
Ooh. Soaring like a bird.
Indeed. Your hands would be very free, sadly. And it would kind of be like as if it's pulling you along. You do have control, of course, but as I said, it's similar to that of a hang glider. This could cut your time down by an incredible amount.
Well, sounds like the quickest way to get there.
Indeed.
May we borrow it?
Actually, lad, I would very much like you to try it out. I will give it to you freely, but you must return it in one piece and tell me exactly how it worked out. I've only been able to test it in the lab, and considering, it would be nice to actually see someone field test it for me.
Well, with all the good shit you've given me, I wouldn't mind being that field test agent for you.
Thank you very much. I'll let you get on with it. You then just see, like, Remph just shaking his head and just, like, having one of his hands in front of his mouth.
Is he muttering anything?
He's not muttering anything, but he's just like, looking at the two of you, just shaking his head.
I see disappointed. Oh no.
I should probably inform your friends that where you are going.
That is fair.
Well, we hopefully won't be too long, so they won't miss us.
That is to hope.
Shall we set off, Felix?
That we shall.
On a joyous adventure through the sky.
I bid you all a good day.
Take care.
Okay, so I'm just quickly having a look at something. So you guys basically take this thing along with you. You obviously like put your staves on your back. You eventually meet up with Aldous and Anarche. Anarche is basically just like sort of annoyed with the fact that he's basically just been around Humariel for a very long time, and also tried to stop Aldous from talking about the great word of Animite every second of the time that he spent with him. Says, it's good to see that you guys, it's good to see that Fletcher is alive and well again, and everything like this, But it's also this thing where it's like, and then, says that he wouldn't mind coming along with you because then at least if they ever need to get back to the Forge God, they can, he can at least create a portal with them. To literally teleport back there. So all of the team are sort of like there with you as you leave the gate so that you can begin your journey. As you do this, all of them sort of like grab onto your hat, grab onto your shoulders or waist or whatever, and it looks really sort of messy. It seems like as if it's gonna be a very difficult thing, but you see the peak of the mountain where you need to be going. It is quite a distance away, but it is the biggest mountain as you were told it would be.
Wow, that isn't hard to miss. Everybody ready?
Everyone sort of sheepishly just says yes, or let's get this over with, or something.
Felix just gives like a nod and a thumbs up as he's grappled on.
Alright. This is probably gonna be the weirdest experience.
Probably. Joe, you wanting us to do? You wanting me specifically to be doing grapple checks this entire time?
I mean, I don't have to, but thank you for giving me that option because I just.
I'm good. We're up in the air. You'd love a chance to kill Felix, wouldn't you?
The only reason I say no to this is because then, if you have to roll for it, technically, there's a possibility that everyone else could also fall. So just for
Anake can fly, I believe.
Anake can, and technically so can Aldous. Yes.
So they're fine.
Are you really trying to play the Hand of Fate card with me right now?
I'm just saying. What's like about a bit of a challenge, a bit of fun,
I mean, if you feel uncomfortable, I'm sure Anarche would put you in his portal dimension.
I'm just saying, why not have me roll for it? What's stopping you from having me roll for it?
Anarche just sort of like
Joe we're talking about.
as Anarche and like Aldous are like holding on, it's like it becomes very apparent that you're not all going to be able to hold on. So Anarche then plunges his hand into his pocket dimension and takes out his sword. He then gives it over to Felix and says, "Once you're there, contact me so that I can then teleport using my Phantom Gate to get to my sword. Therefore, I'll be able to do so even without being there."
Understood.
He then tells Aldous that they need to go off and look around a little bit more. And so Aldous is just like, "But I want to see the great forge of all these things." So he's just like, yeah, so what? Come on. And then they both go back in. You now have the sword equipped sort of on your side, in between your belt loops.
Yep.
As you grab on and begin to attempt your intangibility-based flight.
Rolling! That works.
That is enough.
Of course, it's a 2 berries.
2 berries gets you off the ground. Will 2 berries keep you on the ground?
The first 2 berries of this session.
As you begin flying, you take off. Now, I'm going to say, Fletcher, adding on your phase swimming distance, what is your maximum move speed right now?
Okay, so this is just a base phase swimmer?
Yeah, so it's your phase swimmer plus your move speed.
Alright, so that's... phase swimmer is 6 meters, plus my movement distance of 26. I do believe that is plus 9.
No, I mean like the actual meter thing. Is that 32 then?
Yeah, it's 32.
Okay. Okay, that means that you can go about 16 kilometers per hour, which isn't massively fast, but it's something.
I mean, I could activate Phase Swimmer Rush and double it.
I mean, we're already going to have some interesting things happen here. Do you really want to make it harder?
What do you say, Felix? You want to go hard mode?
I mean, what's life without a bit of challenge? If we die before Christmas, that's so be it.
Don't worry, you have an arcane sword. He can take you up.
So what happened? Well, they just refused to listen to reason. Okay, fine. Use it.
Let's kick this into high gear. Natural 20!
Okay,
Wow.
so you can either have it that it's maximum 4 minutes, or you can roll it, but you can get to roll double. So either you get to roll 2d4s, or it's just maximum 4 minutes, and then you'll have to roll again to keep it active. I thought you'd choose to roll the dice.
I chose to roll the death. 6!
Okay, nice. So for the next 6 minutes, you'll be able to go at an incredible speed of 30. Well, actually, no. Hang on a sec. So what is it now? It's not doubling your move speed. It's doubling your phase swimming speed, isn't it?
Yes, so that's 12 now.
12,
So
so
that's 12 on to 26.
12 on to 26. So that would be then 38.
Yep.
Okay, so halving 38. That's 19. So you can now go 19 kilometers per hour. Wow, we're really cucking with gas now. Okay, in that case, I'm going to have a look at something. Okay.
I am speed.
Okay.
Hello, Speed. I'm Dad.
What's the roll requirement for this to be kept up? Is it 20?
Yes.
Okay. Roll it for me another. Roll it for me another. Trying to think. I say roll it for me another 2 times. So roll it once and then roll it again.
Okay.
Okay.
That is a success. And again. Oh!
Just barely a success. Okay, so roll another d4 and then another d4. Or 2 d4s, I don't know.
It's so weird that the rolly bot isn't working.
Yeah, it's really strange, isn't it?
It's the weirdest part is that it's working in DM.
Yeah, it just says
that
it's
roll bot
offline.
that roll bot acting kind of sus though.
But I mean, hey, I can't complain. Physical dice have given me like a 19-20 on the die.
Fair.
We got you.
Okay, so
Just let's make this quick.
roll me a grapple check.
Okay.
Hold
I'm
on
not transformed,
tight.
so it's just a +6. 13 + 6, so 19.
Okay, and again.
Alright. Ooh, that's a 7 on the die +6, so 13.
Okay, that's fine. And then one last go.
Alright. It's the DC 10.
I won't tell you what the DC is. Just go.
It sounds like
Oh.
the DC's 10 if a 13 succeeds.
I never said
I
it
mean, it might be
succeeded.
15 and he's just... He
Well,
might
I
be
mean,
15 and he's just filling you with hope.
well, the last one is a 9 + 6, so 15.
Okay. You keep holding on as he continues to soar through the air for about 11 minutes or so. You're getting up there quite nicely, like quite high up in the air. There doesn't seem to be any kind of like range from the ground that you can be on, which is quite nice. So you can keep going up and up and up and up. I would like you to roll me again for the maintaining of this special phase ability that you have.
Oh, I almost activated the older dice spot. It's just habit. Just boop, 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 done. Alright, so, do you want it twice again?
Yes, yeah, go for it.
Alright.
27, so that's fine.
First roll again, and...
21, oof.
Hey!
And then roll another 2. 2d4s.
This is annoying because I have to have this dice spot pasted so I don't forget about it. I got 7 this time, it just keeps going up!
Roll me another 2 grapples, please. Juice.
Okay. 16 plus 6, so 22.
Yep.
And that's a natural 20.
Yep.
So 26.
You've been flying for a while now. You've been flying for about just over 15 minutes, like nearly 20 minutes now. You're sort of getting closer and closer to your destination. You're getting up there, sort of like up there into the sky. You're getting further and further up to nearing to this mountain. You're not anywhere close enough to ground yet, so you're gonna need another 2 rolls.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oof.
Oh.
It's really testing you, isn't it? It's really testing your faith. And then 2 more d4s. Let's see what you get here.
You get an 8. Okay.
No, okay. You're gonna have to roll. You're gonna have to roll me another one now.
Another 8. Yeah. Okay. Ooh.
Okay. So,
They haven't let me down yet.
that's fair. You continue on. You continue on and keep going. Felix, I'm going to say with your natural 20, you hold on.
That's fair.
Indefinitely. You keep going, Fletcher. It takes a while. I'm just going to say, for the sake of it, because you keep succeeding this much, I'm going to say you keep this strenuous form going for about an hour. You eventually get up to a certain point because you're now going. It's like 19 kilometers an hour. You now met 19 kilometers. You're up to the base of the mountain at this point. You're getting closer and closer. However, this entire thing just keeps going up and up and up and up. I'm going to now ask you to roll me this ability again, but this time it's now disadvantage for every time that you try to maintain this ability.
Oh no. This might be it. So, 2. Which one's the lower? Okay, that's...
Okay. That's enough. Yep. Okay.
I think you literally have to get a 4 to fail.
Mm-hmm. You want another roll?
No, that's fine. You keep going for another half an hour. And now go again. Ooh, yep, and another half an hour. So you've been now doing this for 2 hours. You're getting further and further and further and further up the mountain until eventually you start coming to a sort of place where the mountain begins to stop looking like as if all of it's just rocks and paths. Certain parts actually look like as if the stones have been carved neatly by certain cutting tools. As you get further and further up it, you begin to see something very interesting, which is you start seeing certain like veins of animite built into the rock.
Probably a good thing we didn't bring Aldous.
Oh, yeah. He would be having an absolute mental breakdown right now.
He would go unconscious and fall right here and now.
Yep. He's alright, dude. Don't want to lose him.
You keep going up. And eventually, after an hour and 20 minutes, it begins to look like you are finding the entrance, a large animite vein covered and filled opening with a massive golden and animatological door, almost like as if it's a giant vault of some sort.
Whew. Made it.
Okay, so I'm just going to say this. That was 2 and 1/3 hours. So that's 140 minutes. Translating that to 140 hours, that is how much time you're not able to use that strenuous form for.
Well, good thing I didn't also try and go invisible.
Fair. Just so that you can sort of understand it in days, that's basically 5.8 days that you cannot use that ability for. So better start counting down.
Alright, well, hopefully we do not need to do a oh, damn it. There's going to be a chase sequence up soon, and I'm not able to do anything.
We're about to be chased by the Forge God. Well, Anake wanted, once we got there, to use the sword contact, or...
I think he just wanted to contact him via the band.
Right, but when we got there or when we needed to leave? I assume Anake wanted to see the Forge God.
I believe it was it's basically when you leave, only because he said that he'll go and see him when he can. But he's sort of being a lot more patient about this, because although he wouldn't mind seeing this guy, it's more, I'm just giving you the beacon, so do it when you want to leave rather than anything else. Because he says, and I quote, "I've got stuff waiting for me at Jimmy Grum's. Because I've just realised that it's been a couple of days, and Jimmy said that it will take a couple of days to make these swords. I don't really need anything else right now. I mean, cool. I'll use this whenever we need to go here, but until then, you guys just do you."
Fair enough.
Right, the air's a little damp here.
Roll me a perception check, both of you. Oh boy, perception, my favorite. There was this one, yeah, okay. 15.
Okay. You got 26. Okay.
This dice bot loves me. I might start using this from now on.
You begin noticing something very odd, which is droplets of blood outside of the door.
Felix, is that blood?
Looks like it. Let's head in without any hesitation.
Did we take a wrong turn and end up at the Blood God?
No, maybe it's just figgy pudding. I don't know. Let's go in.
You go up to the door, and the door does not budge. It is entirely made out of iron.
Okay.
Should we knock, or should I just phase us both through?
Given that there's blood under the door, it might be best to face us both through. I am going to bulk up, quick action.
Cool.
Petite force, Felix.
Okay. By the way, fun fact about denial: unless if you allow him to do this, he cannot make you intangible. The only reason is that you said, "I'm fine with you making me intangible." As soon as you say no, he can't contest this, because your ability's infused with denial.
Yeah.
It's my body. If I say no, you can't do anything anymore.
My body, my choice.
Exactly.
So yeah, you begin to you bulk up. By the way, I want to point out you have 48 points in your stockpile right now.
Okay, 48. I had it at 49 because it was only like 1 round of combat.
Fair.
Did you remember to... I still damaged you. Did you remember to roll...
I was already at max when you did that.
Yeah, it was already on max, so it doesn't matter, yeah.
Wasn't sure.
Yeah, so roll to phase.
I haven't failed us so far. Let's see if you eat yourself.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it's still. And Knight gives the 4. It's like, I still got you.
You begin to go through the door, and it really feels weird because it feels like there is a lot of pushback on this door. It's almost like as if you're trying to phase through like treacle. Like it feels really tough and sticky, and it's really just not pleasant. The both of you feel this way, but eventually you do get through. And when you do, you see this entire place, veins of animite rushing through all parts of this this massive, almost like palace-looking in place. A huge hole sticking right out all the way, and it seems to go all the way through the top of the mountain, like as if it's like been retroactively turned into like an almost a massive chimney for the top of the mountain peak. There is a massive sort of like blacksmith's forge, but instead of red hot coals, they seem to be like massive chunks of animite that are glowing red hot.
God, Aldous would be dead if he entered this room.
There are massive engravings made out of animatology stuck into the walls that share and depict specific pictures. There are workbenches all over the place, incredible looking tools and weapons and gear, galore. But you see a massive blood splat on the floor. And something particular. You see a fairly recognizable looking dead body on the floor. You recognize this individual, Fletcher, as Dave.
Oh no! Fergus is here! That's Dave's body!
Who's Dave?
He was a man we met in the ship. He helped me in Rakia when we had to fight the staff.
An adventure that you weren't there for because it was them doing it.
It was the Fletcher and Rakia show. That day.
Well, Dave seems to be dead, so...
Well, yeah, he sent them out to fight me while you were doing your thing back at Husconia. I thought, considering I dusted his head, he wouldn't be able to bring him back, but considering I was atomized by lightning, I should have expected otherwise.
Well, you're wrong, aren't you, boy?
Is Dave still talking?
No, you just hear a voice that you can't see where it's coming from.
Should I roll perception?
You should indeed roll perception.
Should I also roll perception?
I think it's fair to state that perception rolls would be useful in this time.
Fair enough. 19.
Hey.
These are flat rolls on the die, by the way.
Yeah,
I don't have anything in perception.
14!
You can hear where it's coming from. It's coming from behind like a large door further back, but you can't actually see behind the door. You then just see a guy walking out, like covered in a little bit of like blood, a couple of cuts, sort of rather big, portly. He's got quite a bit of fat on his torso, but he's huge arms, like massive, bulky, like veiny arms. Like this dude is like jacked. He's walking in. He's got like a bit of a sort of like a beard going on, but he's actually like completely bald on the top of his head. Massive dude. He's got like an apron, and as I said, like the apron looks like as if it's made of like a very thick leather. But it's covered in some kind of like blood of some sort. He's holding a gigantic hammer in one hand. It's got a flat end, but it's also got like a spike at the back of it.
Is this a Dark Souls reference?
He's also wearing like glasses of different sizes. Like he's wearing goggles that have glasses of different sizes. They are seemingly made out of animite themselves as well. You seem to be a poor choice of words, boy. You were able to fight and kill this monster, but yet it stands here dead at my residence. What are you doing here, and who are you?
We have been come to see the Forge God.
Come to see him you have? Found him you also did. Now what is it? If you take another step further, I'll put you both into the ground.
Now we don't
Butcher
come
takes
here for
this.
violence.
I just got attacked in my own home by some corpse in a fancy fuddy-dun. And you think that I don't need violence? I'll show you violence in a minute, boy.
We come from Eden.
Ha! Like hell you come from Eden. You might be wearing some of their clothing, but I can tell from a mile away who is and who isn't from Eden.
I'm saying we came from Eden. We don't live there.
That much is sure. So, that glider made by Yurtsemek, was it?
Yes.
Yes. Now, what exactly do you want? You came here from Eden looking for something. I'm assuming that it's not my head on a spike.
No, we are here to interested in your talents of forging.
Join the line, boy. But you have come all this way. Do you have anything of value for me to forge? Or even something that I can use to pay?
Does information work?
What kind of bloody place do you think this is, boy? Information? I'm the Forge God. I build things that people want. I don't care about information. You come here, I don't give a shit who you are.
Well, you really seem to care about the dead body that's on your floor. I can clearly tell you what.
It tried to kill me.
Would you like to know who sent it?
Some bloody numpty by the name of Fergus. Seemed to try and run away the second that the bloody thing died. Didn't realise I could put up a fight.
Yeah, that sounds definitely. Yeah, that's Fergus.
He seemed to want something from me. I don't know if he took it. Give me a second. He does walk in. He does look very bulky. But actually, weirdly enough, he's 5 foot flat. Like, just straight up 5 foot. His arms and his legs are super chunky that you can tell that pure muscle. He's got the body of like a professional like power lifter. Like he's got a really big sort of like one pack, and it looks like as if it is mostly muscle, but it does look like there's quite a bit of fat on his face. He's like walking around like like trudging, like stomping. Where is it? It's not bloody here.
What did he take?
No, the only bloody thing that matters. I'm assuming that he wants something for it.
Well, he is the deal maker, so he's probably looking for something for it.
Deal maker? What kind of bloody pods is he trying to pull himself off for?
Well, he makes deals with people and then comes back for your life.
Who the hell would be stupid enough to make deals with such a man?
Fletcher just points at the scar on his head.
You bloody moron.
Well, to be fair, I had no other choice. It was that or die.
Don't bloody die. There's a lot more things to worry about. You can't keep yourself alive. Don't make other people pay for it.
Oh, trust me, I've already paid for whatever price he gave me.
That's your own fault. Right. Yes, he's stolen it. It's an ultimate, just an ancient artifact someone sold me. Supposedly it's an anamite device that can harbor a lot of different things, but particularly it's a key more than anything else. They only have a few of them. Specific devices that can open the doors of some of these vaults. If he's taken one of mine, that means that he is able to get into a few different facilities of the Ongoers. Bastard. I was going to sell that off.
Seems like another one of Fergus's little shits that we're going to have to deal with.
Seems so. Wonder who he's trying to resurrect this time.
Resurrect? They did say something. What was it? Something about a lord or some kind of thing, I don't know.
Yep.
Yeah. Was it the original villain?
Oh, right. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Very powerful villain that has been dead for a while. He's trying to resurrect or steal powers of said villain. You know.
I get it. Many people come here trying to see if I have any powers that I can give them, steal for them, whatever. But I want them to know something. They've come looking to steal from me. Those people are going to be sorry little fucks.
Oh, I can definitely believe that. You'll show them right for.
You trying to suck up to me, boy? Any more brown-nosing and you're going to start stinking like it.
No, it's just I can honestly tell by looking at you that you're quite strong.
Your flattery will get you nowhere, especially since you don't actually have anything of value for me.
Yeah, I did have a chunk of animite, but I passed it on to someone else.
So bloody what?
Enough.
I've got animite galore over here. I've got so much, I'm passing it out of me every single day.
Maybe we could get that tack back for you.
You can get it back, did you say?
There is a possibility.
I would like that man dead. After all,
I mean, if you want to try and kill him yourself, I have a card that can summon him.
You bloody what? Are you working for him?
No.
Working for his downfall.
I hope that you think that was brilliant. Because in all honesty it wasn't, and I very much hope that you didn't just say that because you knew how lame that sounded.
Yeah, that was poor. But either way, we are working to end him. So, an enemy of Fergus is a friend of ours.
What kind of device do you have to summon him?
Pulls out the card. All you gotta do is say his name 3 times and tap the card.
Give it here, boy.
Hands it over.
He takes it like you hand it over to him. He snatches it sort of like very roughly from your hand, like sort of waddles over and places it on his workbench and places his hammer down and looks at it. Yeah. Right. This is pretty simple. He's enchanted it with a few things, but he's used some basic animatology knowledge. There's a way that you can get it to summon him, but there's also a way that you can get it to take yourself to him. Only problem is, it would only work once. The card would then just completely be destroyed. Its polarity is not supposed to be reversed, but I could get it done.
If you could do that for us, we will retrieve this key for you and bring it straight back to you.
What, right now?
Maybe not right now. We have other allies.
Then what have you done for me lately? He just throws the card back at you.
I can make you a promise that we'll also bring you his head.
I don't need his head, boy. I just need to know that that bloody bastard got what's coming to him. Reanimating the dead is an ability, sure. But it's not exactly something that I enjoy.
Try being reanimated.
You made a deal with him. That's your own bloody fault.
Yeah, one that I came to regret.
Yes.
But yeah, he'll be dead. I can promise you this.
I might know where he is right now, considering he did have to leave here after getting injured by a couple of my old tricks. But that's only if you think that you're up to the task.
I think we are.
Give me a minute. He walks over and has a look at some stuff. Just starts mumbling and grumbling to himself for a hot bit. He seems as though he's completely unaware of the two of you right now. He's just, back facing you. He's just mumbling and grumbling to himself as he's looking for stuff.
So, Felix, we still need to find Rakia. I would say once we find her, we'll be able to take him on.
True. I feel we can take him on pretty easily whenever we do meet up with him.
Yeah. But I do really wish to find my master first.
And that is fair.
I'm worried about her.
What are you bloody bumbling about? If you have something to talk about, then speak up.
No, we're looking for a friend of ours who has been captured by the Wendigo clan.
Wendigos, huh? I believe that there's some kind of Huskodian family religion or something like that. I've heard of them, yes.
Yeah, we're trying to find someone to help us find a device to locate them.
That brings us...
The guy,
that green here, what was his name? Tariel or some bullshit like that.
Nods.
Yes. He's quite a good lad. Uses his knowledge of things and he gets it done, but he relies too much on time powers. He thinks that they're all the wage. Here we go. I have something that I could use to help you, but if he is somewhere near here, or if he has used something recently, it'll only work for the next couple of hours, since it was very recent. It could send you to him using a special teleport link. It's a spatial dimensional shifter. I need to come up with a better name for it, but nevertheless. It could use an anchor point between here and the location that he most recently teleported to.
Interesting.
I wonder if he teleported back to a place that he wouldn't want anyone finding out.
Perhaps. He does seem like a slippery little bastard.
Yeah. Let's, take the fight to him. See if we can find something out.
As I said, this device will wear off. It won't be able to do it in any longer than a couple of hours. So, if you're using it pretty soon. However, wherever this device will send you, you'll be able to use it to send yourself back within about 5 hours after you've already sent yourself to that location.
Right. I think we should, summon the others and see where this, location is where it's gonna take us.
Fair enough. You find a couple more individuals teleporting into here.
What? Oh no, teleportation is not possible in here. That's why you had to get out. Phasing is possible, but teleportation is not. Probably why you had such a trouble getting through that door.
Probably.
Yeah, it's like treacle.
Yes. It's basically a certain dimensional shift so that people can't just bloody teleport in here. Phasing is possible, but I don't really often find phases that can get in here. And even if they do, they usually trip themselves on some wires of animite and then bloody well kill themselves on it. It's like fly paper or some kind of voltage wires. It's hilarious.
That is fair. Should we step outside then for a second? If you don't mind.
I'm not giving you this so that you can bloody well walk away with it or even bring more people here. If you're doing this, you're doing this now.
Fair enough. Well, Fletcher will have to summon them at Fergus, not here.
That makes about as much sense. It works either way. I mean, when it teleports back, you'll be able to, get the location.
He just looks off and goes, "You bloody kids. You don't understand. This man, he's dangerous."
Trust me. I know.
I guarantee that you haven't got as much trouble with him as I do. Let's just say he's a slippery one. I can already tell.
Yeah. Got his hands in many pies.
I don't get the reference, but okay.
I also don't get the reference.
Sorry, I've only just been alive again for just over 2 hours. I'm getting hungry.
Either way, we'll take our chances.
Fine. If we're not going to bloody well find him now, bring me the card when you've got the others then. But until then, I shall be taking this device.
I mean, we're ready to go now. We can just teleport the others to us whenever we go through the teleport.
Just having a look. I would just want to point out, I can't have them join you.
I know.
I literally
it
can't.
would be like, I think it'd be like we teleport, session ends, kind of.
Oh, because I've still got stuff to go on. That's
Oh,
why.
Yes.
Okay, so you don't want us to do it yet.
No. I don't mind you doing it yet. Trust me. Like, I'm fine with you doing it now. I just can't have you have them come in. Because, again, they're not playing.
Yeah. Again, if we did... I imagine they'd want to fight Fergus.
Yeah.
Is kind of where I'm leaning towards. So, waiting till they're able to, I'm fine with.
It's up to both of you. I don't mind doing it now. I've literally got some stuff for if you do, but if not,
I don't think we want to. Do we want?
I don't think. Yeah, I mean, we both made have deals with him now, so it would make sense just the two of us not to bring the others in. But as much as I think we could do it, I don't trust our luck, considering the dice bot's been like, no.
As much as I know we could do it, I would like to have the others there for it. So
it's entirely up to you. Either way, the idea for this soft lock, I guess you could say, is he's refusing to give you the device if you're not going right now, because he's the one who's going to use the device and then give it to you knowing that you're going through a portal, because he doesn't massively trust you, but also because he knows that if he gives you the device and he uses it right then and there, you'll go through that portal and you'll be sent anywhere and whatever. He'll give you the device as you're walking through the portal, so that then when it closes, the only other location that you'll be able to use it for is getting back to him. And therefore, if you're trying to betray him, he at least knows, well, they've just gone through a useless portal, rather than using it on something else later. Whereas, you know, he says, you can always come back, bring me the summoning card, and I'll then, you know, use it then.
Right. Which I feel like is probably what we'll end up going for then.
Okay.
In that case, we should just leave the card with him so he knows we're coming back. Because we need the card to go to Fergus.
That sound fair to you, Fortune? A bit of insurance?
He looks at you and just goes, whatever you're doing, just stop wasting my bloody time.
Fair enough. We'll be back with the others.
I'll take the card and whatever. Now get off my fucking mountain.
Understood.
Very well. Take care.
Piss off. He does not seem happy with you. He seems to like press something and then wave his hand over as you see like a shock of energy throughout the veins like hit the door, as the door then opens up into multiple different segments, allowing you exit.
Okay.
Once you walk through the archway that is created from these metal shards, they then close back up, sealing the door perfectly again.
I feel like we got him at a bad time.
I mean, we definitely did.
I mean, just literally got attacked.
Yeah, that's the definition of a bad time. Why don't we walk down the mountain a little ways before contacting Anake? Just
Yeah. In case the field extends a little bit further than we think.
that, yeah. So let's just go on a stroll down the mountain.
Sounds fun.
Felix will have detransformed by this point. Where would my stockpile be at?
35.
35. Cool.
But I can't imagine Fergus just trying to take him with only one undead. Something's driving him to be so bold.
I think he's scared.
Yeah. He probably already knows he no longer has me under his control. I wonder if he knows we're not gonna work for him anymore.
I wouldn't put it past him. Either way.
Let me
What was
both
that?
perception.
Perception.
Oh.
Oh, cool. The one where I have no modifier to. Oh, that's a 5.
Okay, you're not seeing this.
$21.
Now, the funny thing is as you've been walking down a little bit, you sort of went past a couple of trees and stuff, and then you look back out in the open, and you sort of go to pull out your, an arcane sword, and you're holding it, blade facing down, and you're about to sort of like contact him. When Fletcher, you notice something very wrong. Again, Felix, you don't notice this, but Fletcher, you do. The shadow is being cast to the right of him, which would be fine except from one thing. The sun is currently facing you, which is weird because you should be casting a shadow behind you. So why is the shadow being cast by side of you? As you then look to the side, and a gigantic orb of green light is currently hurtling towards you both.
Oh boy.
I dive towards Felix and push him.
Are you just pushing him?
I'm going with him.
Okay. I guess roll me. I guess this would be an acrobatics check. I guess. Actually, no. I'll say it's an evasion check. So roll me evasion, Fletcher.
On evasion coming up.
Nice.
20.
Nice. Okay. I shall roll.
Let's go!
Thank God for advantage rolls. I got. Actually, wait, hang on a sec. Let me have a look at the sheet for the modifier.
We can't see your rolls, and that's what makes it scary.
Yeah, don't worry about that. Don't worry, it's fine. It's absolutely fine. Everything's fine.
Not every day you get a big old green ball hurled at you.
33.
Oh
A
gosh!
giant orb of light hits both of you, dealing a sum total of. I don't have enough d10s.
How many do you need?
Hang on a sec. I've got another couple of d10s somewhere.
And that was the end of Felix and Fletcher.
Press F's in the chat, you know?
F's in the chat.
I'll put me back in the memorial thing again.
That's 6, that's 10, that's 13. 6, that's 19. 6 again, so that's then 25, and then another 6, so that's 31 points of damage that you both take as you are hit, and this massive explosion of white, this green light just hits you, and you are both dealt 31 points of damage.
Joe, what is my HP?
No, not 31, sorry. So, is it 31 or is it 35? Fuck. Your HP is maximum, by the way. You're fine.
Okay. Just making sure.
Was it 31 or 35? This is kind of important to
yes,
know.
no. Oh, hang on. So we got 10, 3 6s, and a 3. So that's 3 6s. 18 plus 3, that's 21. Yeah, no, it's 31. Yeah, so 31.
31, okay. So that puts me at 166, and that doesn't break my vitality.
Yeah, you've got 45 points of damage in total, and Fletcher has 31 points of damage in total. As the blinding light sort of eventually evaporates, it creates like a massive burn throughout all of these trees, as these trees are just blasted apart.
Great. God. What is it now?
I think I recognize that.
The green flame bitch.
Yep. Looks like Azazel's here.
As you look around, you then just see an individual flying with. They're wearing perfectly beautiful golden robes, and they have green glowing light wings on their back. As you then just hear, You were expecting someone else? I'm not entirely too sure many people who have this kind of power, but my name is Kokabiel, Angel of the Stars, and you two rapscallions have been met your match. I know that you're 2 members of that dastardly bloody tournament, and also I know that you've had dealings with the Dealmaker as well, so I shall be taking your life before you take mine.
We're also trying to kill him.
I don't think I'm going to listen to any of your nonsense. Do you really think that I'm going to believe that? After you've been given titles that prove your murderous intent. I've seen your fighting, Mr. Fatigue, and I'm not pleased.
Again, we could be calm, rational adults here.
You've killed civilians. What makes me stop to think that you wouldn't attempt to kill me? So now I will kill you. Just to make sure.
The fact that I am not fighting you, and I am trying to have a conversation. We literally just came out from the Forge God's abode.
Roll me perception.
15.
Okay. You will have to roll disadvantage against this. I got a 17. As suddenly something beside you seems to move past and right towards you.
Okay, will be...
It's not me.
Well, I know it's not you. So this is a reaction. I guess it'd just be evasion.
Okay, yeah, roll evasion.
You said with disadvantage, right?
Yes, yeah. You have to beat a 17 with a disadvantage.
Got 19 for the first one.
Nice.
And then a 6 for the second one for a total of 9, so 9.
Okay, so you sort of try to dodge and it's too late, as this guy is already right in front of you as he punches you right in the solar plexus. As he deals. So that's 10, 15, 22, 28, then plus the 25, 28 plus 25, 32? No, 33.
28 plus, okay, 33?
53, sorry, yeah. 28 plus 25, 53. As you take 53 points of damage, which is still not breaking your ginormous bloody vitality.
Yeah.
But you are at 98 points of damage now. As this guy just like boosh, full on hits you right in the stomach and slams you into one of the trees as your entire stomach burns from when he hit you.
Okay, we're not being given a choice here.
Right it is!
Regrettably so. Whose turn is it?
I'm going to say both of you roll me move speed, and then I shall roll again.
9 plus 8, so 17.
7 plus what I've got is not high
Natural
enough.
20.
I mean, yeah, this guy's had enough turns. I've got a 8. So you go and then so you go and then Felix will go and then I will go. So go on, Fletcher.
Alright, guess this is no messing around. I'm going straight to using willpower. No! Yggdrasil! keep putting it at normal A! Shoot dice!
The funny thing is that Felix's move speed is insanely good.
It is, but I rolled a like a 9.
That's still just insane though, doesn't it?
Right, this is mind. I got a natural 1. That doesn't work.
No,
Shit.
mind is not going to work. You have one action left.
Oh, okay. I guess I just used the other one. Time to phase crush.
Phaser crush.
Go.
So you're hitting. So you're going to hit him. Let's see. Let's say okay.
But you're pulling out both new staffs and just doing straight into it.
Okay. So, by the way, Phase Crusher. That's the one where you just like literally pass through someone, isn't it? So I have to worry about. I have to worry about that roll, not the other one. Okay. Yeah, you can still roll. Oh, actually, no, you can't because that is your last action, isn't it? Yeah, I didn't get the thing, so just roll damage.
Alright, damage is let's hope it works. Nope. Alright, I have to do it individually.
Yep, 2d10, and then...
You can always go to Rollybot in DMs and do that.
Rollybot in DMs?
Yeah, you can, as they are a Discord user, you can DM them and roll that way.
Ah.
Well, you could just do 2d10s and then 2d...
You could.
Well,
They don't have dice, it's...
Wow, low roll. Good.
2 berries.
Alright.
By the way, are you adding the modifiers to both your weapons as well? Oh, wait, no, no, it's just basic Face Crusher, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, that's...
So
That's 10. Okay, so you slam into this dude, and you just sort of phase right through his arm and his neck, and it's sort of just like, he sort of like goes back. It's like, ah, damn it. Okay, that's a little bit concerning. As it's now Felix's turn.
Okay, quick action. Felix will transform using Fatigue Force Felix. He's close enough for melee, right?
I mean, you will have to walk up to him.
I mean, yeah, but like
He's not. I mean, he is standing on the ground. If that's what you ask.
yeah,
You'll
he was flying originally, so I just
yeah.
Okay, well, start with where is it? Where are my combos? I've lost myself in my sheet.
Wambo,
Okay.
Cambo.
I've already used my regular combo, so I can't
But you still have
Great
Sonic.
combo.
You still have Sonic and Power, so you should.
start with Sonic Strike. So let's roll the hit. 13 plus 16, so 29, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I got a 24. So yep, you hit him.
Okay. I'm gonna go to Rollybot to do the damage because it's easier that way.
Fair.
Do I have the right thing coming up? That's
Oh yeah,
okay.
actually, by the way, I should probably mention
Yeah?
Fletcher. Yeah, Fletcher, you actually take 25 points of damage as well, by the way.
What?
Yeah, because you can see, can't you?
Oh, yeah, because I...
Yeah, you're getting hurt by this. You're getting hurt by because when you pass through him, you for some reason feel a burning sensation.
Okay. So for
So
the
it's
first attack,
blinding light.
2 damage.
How much damage? Sorry.
102. I put
102.
it in gaming because I didn't let me put it in dice rolls.
Jeez. Okay. So, you on the other hand, as you punch him and like completely like fold his face in, you like your fist launches him as he just like immediately like hits against a tree and bursts into like a bunch of light particles, like as if he's just like bursted into glitter.
Again, not wanting to have to do this, but roll to the pure technique.
I mean, he's just gone. He's just gone. There's no one.
Oh, he's gone.
There's no one within your current
probably-
vicinity. You have one action left in this combat, but there does not seem to be anyone within your current vicinity other than poor old Fletcher.
Well,
No.
no, that's not.
No!
I guess should I make a perception check?
Yeah, sure. By the way, you take another 8 points of damage.
Okay. That's a 4 on the perception check. And I believe that perception would take my other action, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you cannot see wherever this dude is.
Okay. So
You then just hear, "Boy, that was impressive. I never thought that I'd actually have to resort to actually fighting a lot harder than I normally do. But, nevertheless, you know what they say, can't make an omelette without breaking a few eggs, or something like that. Whatever you guys say off in your little hometowns, whilst you're murdering people in this bloody Crucible of Avarice. I myself am a champion. I was previously in one of the tournaments beforehand, but now your kind seems to like to murder across the entire world, rather than fighting people who actually ask for it. So now
again, you came to me. You did not ask me if I wanted to fight. Here
you
we
have
are.
slaughtered many, and I am just doing my rightful duty as one of the many angels of Matrata City, vanquishing you and purifying the world of your filth. Both of you roll me perception.
That force not carrying over.
I take
Do you
offense
want,
to that.
do
I
you
haven't killed
want
any of
that
this.
4 to carry over?
I mean, no, but you know, Okay, 17.
Could I roll instinctive will instead? Would that be okay? Or does it have to be perception?
Yeah, I'll let you roll instinctive will, yeah. So you'll have to roll willpower, and then you'll have to roll perception.
Okay, I roll mind. Natural 20.
Nice, okay.
And perception. 22.
Awesome. Felix, what did you get again?
17.
Okay. Felix, you'll be rolling disadvantage. Fletcher, you get to roll normally. As basically a couple of energy beams just suddenly appear at the top of the sort of like above you guys, and then just begin like falling down, like just 2 energy blasts just coming down from the sky.
Okay.
I
I guess it'd be more evasion.
How close am I to Felix?
Actually, yeah, like point blank, basically.
I quickly shout to Felix, down!
Okay, what are you doing?
And I grab him and pull him down.
Okay. Just to point this out, you do so. It does nothing as the both of you get hit by this beam of light. Fletcher,
Damn it!
You don't take any damage from this, but Felix, you do.
I haven't even been able to do it. I didn't even get to roll anything.
No,
My
because
was robbed from me.
Because he surprised you, and again, part of your ability, your Felix of a thing. If you're not aware of it, you're technically denying it. And since you just went, I'm not sure, so you do get hit by this attack.
Okay. What type of damage is this?
Energy.
Energy. Okay.
Now Fletcher. Oh, actually, no. I told a little fib. You actually both do get hit by this.
Oh.
Okay, yeah. Because you can still see, can't you?
I mean, I used my mind to see. Does that count?
You never specified that you removed your ability to see, so. No.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay.
Okay, what damage am I taking?
28 on the first roll.
Okay.
10, 20, 26. So 26 plus, what was the other one that I just said?
28.
Okay, 26 plus 28. 54 points of damage. So for you, you take 8 off of that, by the way, Felix, and then you halve it. So 54, take...
Minus
54.
8, 746, and then divided by 2, so...
23.
So that's... I don't know why my calculator just went to 1. That's not correct.
So you're on 129 damage, and you, on the other hand, take 54. Fletcher.
101!
So you're now on... Note 110.
Oh.
Because you're on 50... You're on 56.
Yes.
And then you took 50.
But I have 101 health left.
Oh, shoot, you do, don't... Actually, no, you have... 111.
Oh, I missed one.
Yeah, because you have 221 and you've lost 110 health. So that would mean that you're actually 111 health.
I am nigh a vault.
Yeah, anyway, so as you just get hit by this like rain of light, you try to hold on to him and then use it to become both of you to become intangible. It doesn't work. As he goes, wait, what? What? The 2 beams of light hit you both, and you take that damage.
Sorry about that. I thought I could get us under the ground quick.
It is what it is. Again,
Alright.
we're not trying to fight you. We have citizenship in Eden.
They still don't know exactly who you are, then, so they aren't aware of the kind of dangerous things that you have been able to perform.
What? They wouldn't let us in if they didn't know who we were! Do you really think your people are that dumb?
They know we're in the tournament. My band is pretty obvious.
They let you in. What did you do to bribe them?
Well, one of our teammates beat one in combat. Sportsmanship-like, you know. We've offered them a animite tail.
What kind of bold-faced lie do you take that for?
Do I
We
love
didn't even
the
offer them.
person?
We gave it to them.
Roll me persuasion, both of you.
Okay. Oh boy, there's a 7 on the die for a 29.
5!
Doesn't believe you whatsoever. I mean, it is a pretty far-fetched set of excuses you guys are throwing out here. I mean, an animite tail? There's only 20 of those in the world. And also, beating someone in combat, I mean, is that really possible?
Well, if you don't believe us, you have a band!
Actually, I
Look
do
at
not.
Panarke! Oh, wait. Did Thingy not give you another band?
Are you a champion?
Just as a quick reminder for all of you, champions do not necessarily gain bands. As a matter of fact, champions won previous tournaments over the last 10 years. It's just that the Crucible of Avarice introduced bands in this particular tournament this year.
Ah, I see.
I was not one of...
What was the name of the guy that made the glider?
Yurtsemek.
Ezekiel?
No, Yurtsemek.
Exemic.
Look, we would like to get this back to Yurtsemek unharmed, gestures to the glider. If you could at least wait to kill us after we get that back, you can follow us. I promise you, we will not attack you. You initiated this combat. We did not wish for this combat.
I'm sorry, but I can't. I know that you are too dangerous to be left alive. And also, even if you do have something by Yurtsemek, it's not something that I can't exactly take from you, is it?
He wants it back in one piece.
And that's fine. I can definitely steal it from you without damaging it whatsoever.
You're making this incredibly difficult.
Oh,
Or
that's
just-
kind of the point, considering that a certain individual of yours, you, are looking to kill me.
I am not looking to kill you.
Oh, please! You were the one who met with the dealmaker. You are the one who has been killing off all of the people under his lists. I know exactly what you're looking for, and I know exactly what you're doing here. You can't
What we're
play
looking
dumb with
for
me.
is a way to kill Fergus.
Sure, yes, I'm sure of that. That sounds so very believable. What are you gonna do? Use your animite tail on him to kill him? Yeah, sure, of
No.
course.
Oh, the animite tail was the world animite. So it really only shows geological locations, so... Can you use a book in combat?
Do you hear yourselves talk? Honestly, it sounds like as if you're making everything up as you go along. Look, I know that you're scared and everything, but at least die with some dignity.
Again, you're killing for nothing.
And again, you're speaking for no reason when it's clearly obvious that neither of you are capable enough of taking me on.
Well... Yeah,
Okay.
Felix, I think we're just gonna have to knock him out and drag him back to the city.
Fine.
If you can, you can't even see me right now.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Fletcher,
that's what willpower's for.
It is your turn.
I will try again.
So
Activate.
much for diplomacy.
Mm-hmm.
And being reasonable adults.
God damn it!
These guys believe themselves, or at least play themselves off as angels. Do you think that they're really going to be reasonable adults?
I would hope that they would believe that going into the city, if they think they can take us on one-on, then having more allies on their side going into the city.
They don't want collateral, do they?
And I'm not here to make collateral.
He doesn't know
They're
that.
too prideful.
We've explained it extensively.
Yeah, so your willpower doesn't work. What are you going to do now?
I'm going to turn off all 5 senses and sink into the ground.
Okay. Roll for it. Okay. As you just disappear into the ground. Felix, it is now your turn.
Okay. Well, I can't see him currently,
No.
and given that 17 wasn't enough on the perception, I don't think I can do much better. Unless I get like a natural 20.
I will say that if you're trying to contest any particular stealth rolls of any kind of or anything like that, it's only as and when. Otherwise, I wouldn't keep asking you to roll.
Okay. Should I make another perception check?
You can indeed attempt to do so.
Alright. 16.
Okay. No.
I thought so. Could I guess... There's not really any... Because I don't know where he is. It's not really an option.
It's up to you what you want to do. You can either let it be and go to his round, or you can try something else.
I think for the... Just so I'm not doing nothing, I will pop one of my chill pills.
Okay. So you're like at maximum stockpile throughout the rest of this fight.
Essentially, yes.
Okay. Yeah, you pop it. Roll the d4.
Okay, wait. That was a D1. Or a D1. That was a D2. Okay, here's
A
a D4.
D1. It's just one flat set.
Yeah.
It can't be rolled, it can't be flipped, it's just... You know what, you've just drawn 1 on a piece of paper.
Yes. I've handed you a 1. Hey, look, a natural 1. But it's also the highest roll, so... Anyways,
Awesome, a natural 1!
I got the 1, the D4.
That sounds like the sickest burn ever. You're the only natural the only crit you're ever going to get is a natural 1 on a D1.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was your...
A 2.
Okay. Yeah, so it will last for the next two minutes. You still hear him sort of like blathering on about the fact that like he was like, I'm going to defeat you here right now. As that happens, Felix, I would like you to roll me a perception.
When is this golden buzzer gonna go? So allow me to... Okay, that's a 19 on perception.
Okay. What did I get? 28.
It's the highest I've gotten. It's the highest I can get is a natural 20, which is a total of 20.
Okay. Roll me reaction with disadvantage as you suddenly see just an energy beam like coming towards you.
Reaction. So it's an energy beam, so I can't do like reactive strike. So it'll be evasion.
I mean, you can try and strike the energy beam if you want.
What am I gonna do? Punch it?
You can. I never said it would be effective.
Yeah, look. So
Evasion with disadvantage.
evasion with disadvantage.
I'm sorry for my sarcasm.
No. 3 plus 3, so 6.
Are you not in your buff mode?
Oh, I am. That's right. Yeah.
So,
So 3 plus 13.
oh, okay. So 16.
16.
I got a 27. So as that shot comes towards you and hits you, you take 10, 20, 25 points of damage, but of course we then have to take 8 away from that and half it. 25, take away 8, half that. Oh, 8.5, which means 8. So you take 8 points of damage.
Okay, so I'm currently at 74 HP.
Okay, so you're now at 137 damage. Okay. Because you have 201 health?
211.
Oh, 200. Oh, okay. Okay. 211. What's your vitality? Is it 58 or is it 60?
My vitality is 60, but currently it should be 80.
It's 80, yeah. There we go. I had not corrected it. I apologise. Okay. Yeah, so he just shoots you with an energy beam, you just get hit by this massive blast. It does damage to you, but it's at this point it's stinging quite a bit. You still have no idea where he is. It is now Fletcher's turn.
Mm-hmm.
Fletcher, you cannot hear, you cannot see, you cannot feel, except from the feeling of falling.
Okay. I will try one more time before I give up and just try and use something else. Finally! I activate my master skill in Mind, Spirit Warrior.
Okay. That radius is about a 10-meter radius, I believe, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay.
So now all my effects are spirit infused, willpower infused as well as spatial.
You sense that you are also underground by around about quite a few meters. You can just barely sense Felix on the ground above you.
Mm-hmm. Alright, and so I can't sense the angel at all?
No.
Okay. Right. Guess I will resurface and activate Predictive Instincts?
Okay.
That lasts, right?
So it'll last one whole rotation.
Alright, so that's Mind.
Yeah, I think that's just enough. I think it's 15. Okay, and that's the end of your turn.
As you just see a glowing Fletcher rise out of the ground, just the air around him is wibbling and wobbling, like with spatial distortion.
Okay. You then just hear like a voice that you can actually hear roughly where it's coming from. You can actually hear a voice. I will say, Fletcher, you don't hear it, but you do sense that there is something approaching, because again, you've made yourself blind and deaf to this. But Fletcher, Felix, you can actually hear where this is coming from, as you just basically see, so the phaser returns. I have something special for him in that case. Roll me perception, Felix.
Oh boy, I'm rolling a lot of perception today.
Fletcher, you'll be able to react, but you'll be reacting. Actually, you will be able to react with advantage. I'll say, yeah.
Okay.
Actually, but,
18.
18. You'll be rolling with the disadvantage, Felix.
Of course. I feel like anything I roll is disadvantage.
No, I
18,
just keep.
This is
I
on
just,
the die, by the way.
I just keep getting unfairly high rolls, and I've got an incredibly high modifier for this particular thing.
What am I reacting to?
You sense a huge amount of energy approaching both of you.
Let's see. I guess this is advantage, right?
Yeah.
Right. I can sense Felix, so I'll attempt to pull him out of the way and under the ground as well.
Again, Felix wouldn't realize that and deny.
Wait, yeah, true.
So don't make the same mistake twice.
Don't make you both go down with the ship.
Could I roll counter then?
I'm already rolling with disadvantage. Don't take it away from me.
Don't take the ability to fucking react away from me. Sorry. What was your question, Fletcher?
Can I roll to counter using phase counter?
In what regard? Like, how would you do that?
Phase underneath of the blast until it's gone. Phase back up and then attack from wherever the blast came from.
You can definitely dodge it. I don't think you'd be able to actually you can't melee attack from this thing because you don't know what you can sense this force of energy coming towards you, but you have no idea where this individual is.
I'll just attempt to phase underneath to get out of the way again. Okay. That is 19 plus 15, so 24.
34. I actually also got 34. That matches, so I'm going to say... do I be a dick about this? Oh, no, I'll tell you what, we'll both roll against each other. Roll one more time, but this time you'll be rolling normally, and I shall also be doing so.
Alright, just roll again?
Yeah, so it's just D20 plus 15.
22.
I got a... 25. Oh, no, wait. 27, sorry. 27. So yeah,
okay.
You do get this.
I'm taking the attack too.
So I got that, and I also need to get a couple of D12s out of here. Wait, do I have D12s? I do have D12s. Come here, you little bastards.
I have to wonder, given where he's shooting projectiles, would I be able to pinpoint essentially where he is based off where he's shooting?
You could roll me a wisdom. You could roll me a wisdom to try to figure out where that trajectory of energy is coming from, and therefore pinpoint. Okay, that's roughly where he is.
Okay.
Also, have you? Oh, blimey!
Don't mind me. There's just medical things. Just telling me I gotta stab myself. The usual. Because you said you rolled like a 30. You said you rolled like a 34. So there's no way that I can possibly dodge that attack.
There is an argument that you could theoretically grab something to put in your way. Considering you have super strength, you could roll something for blocking.
Okay.
Closest thing you have is a tree, or obviously, I guess you could argue the ground, but you're still rolling disadvantage to this anyway.
Yeah. All right. I'll try blocking.
Could you tell me what you're trying to block with beforehand?
I will, since the ground's just dirt, it's not going to block much. I will do the tree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, roll. Blocking with disadvantage.
Okay. Okay, so 9 plus 16, so 23, I think? Or no, 25.
Yeah. No. Even with my secondary roll, no. You also get hit with this. You try to grab the tree, and literally as that hit, you just get hit by this blast. So, Fletcher, as you're trying to dodge this, it hits you, this big, horrible feeling. As you both take. Okay, so that's 10. That's then 13, 23, 24, plus 9. That's 30, 33, and then another 10, so that's 43 points of damage. This feels different, though, Fletcher. This feels different. Despite the fact that you've been hit by this, it still hurts. All the way, all the damage still hurts. Felix, this also still hurts you, but again, it hurts a little bit differently this time. So you take 43 points of damage. So that puts you at 153. And Felix, this actually can also be, take away 8, divide by 2, 17. So you're now up to 154 points of damage. So you're 1 point of damage higher than Fletcher right now, as you both get hit by this. Doesn't break your vitalities or anything like that, but it does. For some reason, you're not immune to this, even though that you are no longer. You've shut off light from you. This is still hurting you. Felix, you've noticed something weird about this light. And did you roll me the wisdom that you wanted to?
I have not yet.
Okay, I'll let you roll that for.
God, my wisdom has no modifiers. I'm like, if only I could use Path of the Mind or something. I mean, actually, trade person with Path of Mind. Would I be able to?
I think you can use it
with
wisdom
roll this
checks.
trade instead of some wisdom checks, depending on the situation.
I'll say yes, only because that you've literally got that your chill pill is now worn off. But I'll say yes, but this will take up your first action from your turn when it comes around to it.
That's fine.
Yeah, so you can roll Path of the Mind.
Oh, that's only a 10 on the die, so 20.
20, that's not bad. Okay. Fletcher.
Mm-hmm.
It is now your turn.
And I still don't sense him anywhere.
You are now on the surface. You don't sense him, but you are at least sensing his attacks as and when they come to you, so you no longer have that problem of disadvantage, despite not being able to see.
Problem is, if I can't sense him, I don't know where he is either. Oh, I don't know.
Do you want to pass it over to Felix?
Could I roll insight to see where the attacks are coming from and try and gauge where the next one will be coming from?
Fair enough. Yeah, go for it.
Or would that be... Okay.
Now you can roll insight or you can roll mind.
Okay, I'll roll mind, since I'm in my spirit form.
That's
okay,
your
never mind. This dice
natural
will hit me as
on
well.
that bloody roll type. Okay, so you got one action left. You can try again, but with insight if you'd like.
Mm-hmm.
No!
Joe, I'm cursed.
No!
Wow.
That's your fourth natural one.
Do we have a one berry?
One berry. You don't even.
No,
I'm
no, it's
speechless.
one middle finger.
I'm speechless. Okay. Yeah, that's the end of your turn. Felix, you do see where it's coming from. As a matter of fact, there's an area in which the light has been coming from, which is the same direction that massive original green orb of light came from. This other one, and I'm going to give this to you for free because, again, you're the only one who saw it. The colour of the light that you were shot with this time was pink. And it came from the exact same direction.
Okay.
So it's almost like as if the energy is coming from when you first saw him. Just floating there with his grand wings. And then he disappeared, only for him to reappear in front of you and punch you a couple times. When you then hit him, he then dissipated into light, but most of the time the energy attacks have been coming from somewhere, have been coming from the side, except from the 2 bolts that rained down atop you prior.
Alright. Knowing that, I will rush to that area and do a Sonic Strike combo.
I want to point out it is in midair if that's the case.
I can jump.
You want to jump?
I will jump.
Roll labor to jump.
Okay. 8 plus 16.
That's plenty enough. And then roll Sonic Strike combo with disadvantage.
Okay. 10. So 4 plus 16, so 20.
4 plus 16, so 20. I have got 24. Ooh, okay. So you like throw out a punch and just nothing. You're not hitting anything. But you now are right in midair about, let's say about like 20 meters in midair, and you then just hear a voice going, "Nice try, but I doubt that because you can't see me, you're not going to be hitting anything. It's a long way down. See ya." You still have 1 action though, because that was a combo.
Okay. It would be silly to try and do another combo, I feel.
I mean, it's up to you.
I mean, it gives me another action. How did they say the button works? They said once it glows, they'll...
Once it glows, you can then press it and it will open a portal for this guy to come and, see you.
Okay. So can't use that.
No.
I mean, might as well try and get another punch in.
Yeah.
At disadvantage again, I imagine?
Yeah, because you have no idea what you're hitting. I mean,
Yeah.
Actually, I'll tell you what, I can either roll advantage or you can roll disadvantage. Which one?
I mean, I'll take the disadvantage.
Okay.
I already rolled once and 7 for the first roll. So yeah, 7 plus 16.
Okay.
Lariat!
So you just throw another couple of punches and then suddenly, bang! You hit something fully solid. You don't see what it is, but you hit something solid. Roll damage.
Alright. Oh. He's flying down to taunt me or something. Okay, 113. I will screenshot that.
Fuck! Jeez, man. Okay.
I feel like getting tired of this bullshit.
117.
I said 13.
Oh, 130.
Not quite.
Okay.
It's nearing max, but
I don't know where I got 17 from. So 113. Jeez, okay. That definitely breaks vitality. Okay.
Now, having another action, I can't. With that punch, would you allow me to have grabbed on to?
No, but you now know where he roughly is.
Okay.
Again, I can either still have the advantage, or you could get the disadvantage. What would you prefer?
I will take the disadvantage.
No bloody way! I just got double 19 on the con. He doesn't take an injury from that attack.
Fair enough. Okay, so 3 plus 16, so 19.
Okay. So you go for another swing, and this time you just don't even feel anything, but this time grand amounts of light just appear and just start hitting you. As you take, that's 10, 18, 28. That's 12 plus 28, so that's 45 points of damage.
Okay. Minus 8.5, or?
Yeah, so 48. So that would just be 40, and then obviously then, 20. So yeah, you take 20 damage.
Okay.
So yeah, as you take that damage, as you just get hit. And you are now falling, as it is now the turn of this individual. As you're falling, it's like, I've got to hand it to you, I never thought that you hit that hard, but now you're falling to your death. I don't have to do anything. Thank you very much. I will see you later, and it's now time to take on the other one. As, I'm going to say this, you definitely sense some kind of power, as something is coming your way, Fletcher. The energy seems to be coming in towards you at a much more predictable rate now.
Mm-hmm.
How would you like to react? Would you like to phase swim dodge it? Would you like to dodge sideways, dodge under into the ground? Would you like to do something else that I am not aware of?
Could I phase swim under, but towards the direction it came from?
You could swim towards where I'm falling, try and catch me. I won't
mean,
deny.
I want to point out you don't know that he's falling because you can't hear or see, and he definitely jumped. He definitely jumped, or he just disappeared out of your range. But that's about it. You don't know where he's gone.
I wonder what happened to Felix. But yeah, I would like to phase under, but towards where the blast is coming from.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely make it. So you dodge it, you sort of feel the energy like slam against something, you can sort of sense all of that destruction. You then get to the edge, as you can sort of feel yourself now getting out of the actual like surface. You're now on the edge of the sort of like pathway out of the edge of the mountain. You can start sensing something, like a grand amount of like sort of disturbance within the air itself, but you can't actually feel a life force per se. That is your I believe it's now your turn.
It is just what to do. I want to fire a knife.
Okay.
Spirit cannon.
Okay. Do you want me to roll advantage or you to roll disadvantage?
I will roll disadvantage.
Okay.
And roll. 18.
Okay. Yeah, you fire the knife. You do not. You see it just disappear out of your range. And that is 10, 15. Wow, the dice are really helping you out in this one. So that's 10, 15, 20. As you get hit by a blast that again hurts you, dealing 20 points of damage. Putting you up to, again, 1 point away from the same amount of health. Or the same amount of damage as Felix. As Felix, it is now your turn. As you are beginning to fall, you're going to hit the ground at about like 30 meters or so. So quite a big distance.
A big distance. Would I... So... I can't stop falling. That's kind of... I don't have the power to fly.
Okay.
Could I, for one of my actions, contact Anake for like the phone and say, "Hey, we're in a bit of a pinch. We need you to get us out of here," kind of.
Okay. Yeah. So you use up an action just trying to call him.
And then the other action would be to try and break the fall with like landing in the trees, or just
okay,
trying to soften my blow.
Okay,
so I guess that'd be blocking.
I guess you could roll blocking. Yeah.
That's a natural 20, so 36.
Damn. Okay. Nice.
I block you, gravity.
I have to think. So that's 30 meters up. So that's a d6 for every 5. So that is 6d6.
Yep.
I genuinely don't think even with cap max damage I can actually harm you.
I don't think you can. But...
No. Well, let's have a look at it this way. 6 times 6 is 36. Your physical resistance is 50. Even if we take away like 3-4 points, that's still 46. So yeah, you just land into the ground. You are absolutely unharmed.
Yeah.
You don't take any damage, but everything else around you that you land into definitely does. You are now on the ground, but you are now 50 meters away from Fletcher, if not more.
Okay.
As we now return back to this individual, as now Fletcher, you feel the energy soaring towards you this time, as you can now begin to feel an actual life force present, as it seems to take shape and form. And this time its arms both go back and then forwards, where 2 grand amounts of light, like these 2 massive lights, but you can feel them as more like temperatures of energy, almost like a thermal sight sort of thing, as they begin heating up and then launching towards you. How would you like to react?
Could I launch myself with Phase Crusher at him? Narrowly dodging the attack?
You can, yes. You'd have to get it, and you'd have to not only get your roll requirement, but also beat my roll, which, I'm not going to lie, I might have done a bit too good on this roll.
What's the roll?
You get an advantage, because, again, they're now within your field of view, and also because you have your predictive. Oh, wait, no, you're not even using predictive anymore, so it'd just be normal.
Yep.
What's the roll? Well, I got a 19. So you need to beat a 34.
Come on!
23.
Oh. I launch into the attack!
So you sort of like try to go back a bit to try and do so. And as you like sort of, you go, okay, launch. Your body doesn't even fully leave. Like, it leaves enough for you to still be, like, out, but you don't leave enough before both of these beams of light just hit you and deal. Oh, jeez. Okay, so that plus that's 12. That is then 30. No, not 12. Sorry, 20. That plus that is then 11 plus the 30, so that's 20, sorry. So that's 31 plus this, that's 42 points of damage.
I am down to 14 HP.
Jeez. You are indeed, aren't you? No, actually. So 173
Am I
plus...
lower?
I think you're lower, yeah. You've got 6 HP left. You're on 215 points of damage.
We just brought you back.
I just lived.
As you get hit by this like massive light shows, it just hurts every fiber of your being. As now, Felix, you see this massive pink light show like light up the sky from a distance. It's about, again, you're about 30 or 50 meters down from them, so you sort of see this.
Okay.
It is now Fletcher's turn.
Alright, I will reactivate Predictive Instinct.
Predictive instinct.
Come on, put, there we go.
Not enough.
Damn it! Alright, so I can sense where he is. Is
Yes.
he on the land or up high?
He is about 7-8 meters in the sky in front of you, so he's not touching land at all. It looks as though he's actually come closer to you because he now sees that you can't see him, because it looks as though, like, you know, all of your attacks have been kind of just like fumbling around. Which he doesn't realise this, but that's actually better for you now that he's closer.
Fizz Crusher!
Okay, so you're going to launch yourself out and try and hit him again?
Yep,
Okay.
God,
32.
I'm gonna fucking die.
I mean,
Ooh.
if I'm launching myself towards him, if I hit him, I at least then fall down.
That is true. I got a 28, so yes, you definitely hit him.
Alright, rolling to smack as well.
Yeah, roll to smack. Roll to smack. You need to be a 20-something, but yeah, you should.
Ah!
Every time. Either way, phase damage.
Alright.
Oh, plus obviously spirit damage.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Alright, first damage is 11.
is it 2d10s?
Yeah, for Face Crusher.
Oh yeah, because it's double damage, isn't it? So
Yeah.
it's 2d10s.
2d8s.
2d8s. Yeah. And
And
then it's 2d12s. And then obviously you add 8 to that.
or 4d6s.
Oh yeah, 4d6s plus 8, yeah.
So
Okay, so that's 20. So that's 20 then plus that, so it's 43 in total. Nice. Okay, 43 points of damage. Nice.
and now I'm in free fall.
Yes, so you're now free falling. And
Free.
it's now Felix's turn. Felix, you now see, like, you know, Fletcher just go through something, as it seems as though light starts like sort of warping around him, and you begin to see the individual with the wings now appear out of what seems to be like almost like a shimmering cloak of like refracting light.
Oh, God, he's covered in Fletcher.
I'm all over him.
But yeah, you now realise, okay, Fletcher has now attacked Kokabiel, but the problem is, although Kokabiel is now visible, Fletcher is now falling.
And I'm 30 meters away?
50 meters away from them.
50.
Yeah.
So I could get like half the way there.
Well, it depends, considering we've never actually explicitly stated how high your jumping rate is.
That's true. Could I try and jump up to them?
You can certainly try, sir.
Labor?
Yes, yeah. Labor!
13 plus 16, so 29.
Yeah, definitely. As you just, like, launch right up there, and you, like, soar right up top. As you are now flying past that point, you are now sort of beginning to get to them, and then you are right up by sort of their height. You realise that you're also like you're not slowing down, which means that you are going to go past them. But in this split second moment, do you do anything when you're at their height, or do you just wait until you keep going up and up and up?
Fletcher is currently intangible. If he falls,
no. Fletcher is currently intangible. If he falls, he's fine.
If he falls, he's fine. But so
I'm in a special form.
I will go for another combo. Sonic Strike combo.
Okay.
Give him the DK hand
And I
in midair.
can see him, so it's not a disadvantage.
Yeah, you can now see him, so it's not a disadvantage. Yeah.
Cool. That's still just a 6 on the die plus 16, so 22.
Okay, I got a 13 plus 15, which is a 28. So you got 22, did you say?
22.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So 22. Yeah. So you throw this punch, and pretty much like he does turn around and just hits you with another lot of this energy attack. Again, taking from, and you can now see it, these weird spherical devices, like these weird rings that look like they're made out of some kind of ion, and they shoot out pure pink light that he seems to be able to control. As this happens, you get beamed with one of them.
Okay.
And now I'll just have a look. So that's no. I've got there's so many sixes. Too many sixes. There's 3 6s here.
Oh no!
Oh no, wait. There's 4 6s. It's okay. So
The extra
6, 12, 16, 24, 34. 24, 34, 39, 48. So that's another 20 points of damage as it stops you from hitting, but it also stops your combo as well. So take another 20. You're on 194 points of damage. You are now 15 HP away.
I think I'm at 17 HP.
17 HP away, yeah, 17 HP away. I don't know why I got 15 now from.
I have my calculator out, so.
Yeah. But yeah, you get hit by that, and just as you get hit by that, it's like, you really thought that you could take down Kokabiel, Angel of the Stars? The two of you are nothing compared to myself.
Again, we didn't want to initiate this initiate.
Oh yes,
We didn't think anything.
you seem very not wanting to fight me right now.
I'm just trying to save my friend, who you are punching with light. I would like you to stop that. I would like to stop punching you if we could just talk.
Roll me persuasion.
Okay. Persuasion. This is the plus 2, so. A 7 plus 2, so 9. I swear to God.
I have to roll now because I just want to see if this will be over in like a. Oh no.
Can he roll like insight or something? Like God.
Insight or something. That's a 10 if it's wisdom based. If it's insight, he does just look at you, and he just goes, like, "What? You're really telling me that you are, in fact, trying to only fight back because that I attacked you? That you're saving everyone else? Really?
Yes.
Is that the story you're going with?"
Correct. Yes.
It is now. It is now. Funny enough, it's now this guy's turn. Actually, he then just like
Don't believe you.
he then just creates like a energy platform underneath like. Well, he tries to create an energy platform underneath Fletcher, but Fletcher doesn't realize it, and Fletcher just phase through it. Like, what is this weird energy? Okay.
Okay, it didn't hurt. I'm fine.
Felix, he does one for you because when you start flying up and you try to punch him, he then hits you with a beam of light and it stops your momentum. As he like creates a platform underneath you so that you're no longer falling. And he goes, and then he tries to do it and you just slip through, Fletcher, and you just keep falling. You're telling me that you actually aren't here to try and kill me?
Yes.
And you're also telling me that this is all one big misunderstanding and you just came from the Forge because... why?
Well, we were offered a chance to go see him, see if you guys could make anything for us. When we got there, we found that he was attacked by one of Fergus's undead. And so we are now heading back to Eden to get the rest of our allies to go fight Fergus. We've been trying to... look, Fergus is after the body of... Lord? You know Lord? Supervillain?
I don't know whoever you're talking about, but I do know of the Deal Maker, yes.
Yes. Essentially, most powerful villain that existed, blah blah blah. If he gets that, we're all in trouble. We're trying to stop that.
I wouldn't be surprised if he already does, but either way, when was the last time you spoke with him?
With Fergus, how long ago was that? A couple days?
For you guys, yeah, it was a couple days ago.
Like 2 days ago.
I saw him about 2 weeks ago. No, it might have been a little bit longer than that. Perhaps almost 3 weeks ago he asked me to do something for him. He gave me a list. I told him no. The list of names had 3 particular names, and to my surprise, I was to find out that you were the one who held the list similar to mine. When I said no to him, he said that he would be back. The names that he gave me were troubling, because they were 2 of those names that you killed. Azazel of the Green Flame, whoever the hell that was, and finally, there was another, known as Toxie, the Disaster of Toxins. There was a 3rd name on that list, but perhaps we should help your friend. If you aren't actually here to kill me, then I wouldn't mind working with you to figure out exactly what is going on here.
Indeed.
In that case, then, let's go help your friend. And that is where we shall end this session.
Finally got through.
Finally! But by help friend, who does they mean? Do they mean me falling through the ground, or do they mean who we're looking for? In which case, do not let the angel near her.
Well, hopefully we'll get some answers, and hopefully if we get Aldous in the next session, or even an RK, you guys might be able to get some heals, because none of you took injuries, which was immaculate. Thank you very much for listening.
It's kind of hard for Felix to take injury.
Fair. Absolutely. Thank you very much for everyone for listening, and as always, have a wonderful night, have a Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year. Ciao, ciao, for now.
Merry Christmas!
Happy holidays.
Merry Chrysler.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Anyway, take care.